Okay, we had just gotten done examining the room. Uh and Emma ran off and told us to watch the scene. And
And
Trucy
immediately Trucy's
it
like, nope.
Trucy after he was gone was like, let's go.
Like, how about we don't do what we were asked to do? That's not good.
Well, we have zero obligation to, like, other than I guess societal obligation, but no legal obligation. More reference to the stage setting of the case. Oh, fair. We are. It is a concert, and we are justice. Trish still does not do that. I mean, she really probably should have said it while Emma was there, because, I mean, either way, Emma is responsible for the scene. So, her not saying that doesn't mean that, like, anything changes. Emma still shouldn't have left the scene to two civilians in charge of the scene. But now she definitely can get in trouble, but the plot won't progress unless we leave, so
Yeah, I
long.
mean, we waited for like 4 or 5 days for
Yeah.
her to come back.
Yeah. As the kids say, so long, Lithouse. That was a Super Mario
House.
64 heavily veiled reference.
It's for all my heavily veiled Super Mario 64 heads. Not to be confused with the Super Mario 64 heads. That's a secret Easter egg in Super Mario Galaxy.
Oh, I thought that was an Apollo Justice thing since he's Air Forehead.
Yeah, I mean that probably would have been the funnier joke or the more relevant one, but as we were.
Well, hello.
Ooh, eek!
Who's there?
Gone as soon as he came. We we didn't just imagine that, did we?
I don't think you've gotten any new voices for this trial yet, have you?
Not yet. I
Yeah,
mean, I did
so
Serenade or whatever. Is that
oh,
counting?
you do have her, but given I took Gavin's bandmate, you can have this, though I don't think they're sticking around, but
It doesn't seem like it. That's for sure.
oh, inheritance is a bit quiet. Okay. How about now?
Do re mi fa do re mi fa sol la ti do. What am I doing? Do I not know my scales? Do re mi fa sol la ti do.
Sing it, Chicken Man.
Sing it, sing it, chicken. What is that a reference to?
Kitchen Chicken. Ghoster, because it hasn't been that long.
Oh, yeah. What does he say? La 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 la. No, that's the bird from Breath of the Wild.
I think it just said la la la, but you're the one that added a rhythm to it.
Yeah.
So,
La 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 la
okay,
la
thank you,
la
Dark
la la
Data.
la 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 la.
Okay, he was wearing a silk. He's wearing a silk hat. Friend of yours?
Hardly.
Whoever that was, he sure looked suspicious. I thought Trucy knew everybody with a silk hat.
Ugh, man. I've been there.
The stage, I guess.
Not
Oh, some of the time. Not all silk hats know each other, Apollo.
What is with today? Problem after problem. Achtung!
You ain't kidding.
It's the two leading members of the Gavinaires. Apollo. Clavier on vocals and Darian on guitar.
Did you just call me a fruit?
Darian. Darian. Is that how I'm supposed to pronounce that?
Oh, you pronounced it right. I just Make you a joke.
Darian?
Because his name's almost Durian.
Darian, much too cool for 7th grade. They're so cool.
You're gonna get us
DMCA'd.
DMCA'd from, like, everybody knows that show is the biggest DMCA.
they strike everyone. Yeah.
If you just say the name of the show.
I'm not even saying the name of the show. That's the loophole.
I have a hard time thinking of Clavier as anything but a prosecutor, honestly. Wait, no. Let me reread that. I have a long time thinking of Clavier as anything but a prosecutor, honestly.
Well, it's like, what is it? Vikram in Fire Emblem Engage.
You're talking about Zekrom from Pokemon.
No, not the Pokemon. There's a character in Fire Emblem Engage whose entire gimmick is that every single sentence he says has one thing that he says in air quotes.
I don't think I've met that character
his,
yet.
Speech pattern. Oh, he's fun. I feel like you'd like him.
I'm going to go back to Engage. I wasn't disliking the game. I got distracted with other games.
Yeah. I beat it in Maddening. So, I mean, there's that.
Great. Now I got to start over on Maddening.
Listen, we've already gone over this. You don't like playing Fire Emblem games in the hardest difficulty because it just boosts HP and...
Well, not modern ones. Not modern ones. It does make it more challenging. It's just kind of an artificial difficulty.
Yeah.
That kind of forces you to use, like, the babysitting strats with your...
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Rather than strategic, like,
Yeah. Well, yeah, in full disclosure, I did grind my characters to max stats. So, that's a thing. Oh, I did... Huh? What are they arguing about?
Probably the case, I'd bet.
My hog won't start.
I don't need to know that.
There are pills for that. My hog won't start. My guitar case is busted. My guitar's been burnt to a crisp, and to top it all off, someone's dead.
Well, I mean, did you know the last person? And otherwise, it's not that big a deal.
Latouche? I feel like he did. He introduced us to Latouche.
Yeah, but were they close?
Fair. And then there was that performance just now. What was that all about?
Hey, man, don't blame me. You were the one who missed the cue.
Me? Miss a cue? How could I conceivably get the most important part of the song wrong? How? And what was all that tinny playing of yours?
Who you calling Tinhead? Sorry. I had to.
I respect it.
Like, I didn't even, like, think. It just came out.
Yeah. Oh, my SpongeBob heads out there.
Who you calling Tinny?
That sounds like they're having a spat. One of those differences in musical direction bands are always splitting up over.
This is hardly the time.
What are you two doing here?
Hiya.
Hiya, papaya. That's another Fire Emblem Engage reference for y'all. We were just discussing the investigation, if you don't mind.
Sorry. Wait, you're what?
Listen. You need to confirm that with the Republic of Virginia Detective Croissant.
Is that how you say his name?
Croissant? I don't know. Crescent? It's not a croissant.
It's definitely a reference to Crescendo.
Crescend? So Detective Crescend?
I don't know. It's a weird name.
You need to confirm that with the Republic of Virginia Detective Crescend.
Right. Anything else? Darian Crescend.
That's him? Darian Crescend? Crescendarian? He's a detective? He's in the band and he's also a detective?
What did you just call him? Detective. Greetings. Well, yeah, see, they're the police band. They have a prosecutor, a detective.
That's ridiculous. Gumshoe plays drums.
Gumshoe's the backup drummer, and they make sure their drummer is never sick.
Yeah.
They're like, we can't let him.
Yeah, they'll tell Gumshoe that the drummer is not sick, and then they'll just like play like a recorded drum performance.
And like just like put a blow up doll of him.
Yeah. Surprisingly, Gumshoe's amazing at drums. It's just nobody gives him the opportunity to.
They just don't want him on stage. They don't want anybody seeing him.
Yeah.
Doesn't fit their image.
Yeah, which is unfortunate because he's a cutie patootie, let me tell you.
Yeah, but he's not cool.
Yeah. Like out of all the characters in the Ace Attorney games, he's the one man that I'd be like, yeah.
The names in half the names in this game are kind of
Listen, literally, Shutakumi was making dinner when he did this case. Do you not remember?
No, that's not. This one's not like a fruit. It's not reference durian. This is.
Oh.
The issue is this is like the second or third time in this game that it's just been kind of basically the Japanese name.
Yeah.
Which was Diane.
Darian. So it would be it definitely would be Darian then. Darian.
Yeah, which actually doesn't even say the reason for that. Though his last name in Japanese, Mayuzuki, comes from or it means light cocoon, which I feel this is the second character we've had a last name relating to cocoons, which is weird.
Maybe Jade Cocoon, go play it.
But
it's a great game.
But yeah, Crescendo is crescendo, or maybe I don't know if it's pronounced crescendo or if it's crescend or how you say it as a last name. But I'm going to personally say crescendo.
You don't have to play Jade Cocoon 2. It's not as good.
Also, you probably can't see it from this angle, but his hair is in the shape of a crescendo sign.
I feel like I thought it was like part of like the whole shark aesthetic. I thought it was supposed to be like the head of a shark.
I wonder if because I didn't see anything about. Yeah, his clothing. Clothing it says is shark themed.
Yeah, so like the head that like a shark has like a pointy nose like that, and a lot of like cartoon sharks have like that white spot.
Yeah, this is just the that shark VTuber.
Is there a shark VTuber?
Yeah, I don't remember her freaking name. She's like one of the most famous. But she's like one of the most famous VTubers.
Yeah, I don't consume VTubing content at all. The only VTuber that I know,
Gura or Gura.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But yeah, the only VTuber that I know to any capacity is Okami Haya.
Yeah, but also
you should tell her that.
Also, though, interesting. Crescen's name, though I'm assuming the Japanese name because it says Shu Takumi recycled Crescen's name from a list he had previously prepared when trying to come up with names for prosecutors. So it's like a rejected prosecutor name. But I'm assuming that would be the Japanese name because I don't think he came up with the English names.
Yeah, probably not.
So that was a possible prosecutor name he has.
Ooh, Shadbot's a different color.
It should be a different color every time. It doesn't have a set color.
It's been like yellow most of the time on the way I see it.
I mean, on my end, it's currently tangerine. I'd describe it.
Oh, really?
And it was like kind of a gold color on stream because it's a different color I see on stream the stream text box than it is on my.
On this one, it's like a faded blue color on mine.
Yeah, names unless you have a username set to a color, it'll just appear random for every person. So.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh God, there we go.
Now you see it's not the shark thing. It is.
Wow.
That is the pompadour.
Yeah, it's like, you're a Meshi. Look at my hair, you're a Meshi. It's Kuwabara coded from Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah, well, remember this is after COVID, so he was just like, I'll make sure I keep everybody
Yeah,
social
like
distance.
that's one way to stay 6 feet away from people. Yeah.
Have a 6-foot pompadour. But yeah, Darian Crescend, Criminal Affairs Division 3. Hello, Criminal Affairs.
Criminal affairs.
Well,
You really? Did I miss a line?
You did. It just autoplayed.
Apollo, you really don't know anything about the Gaviners, do you?
Something tells me that's about to be remedied. Honestly, I don't know why this is happening, but now the music sounds kind of quiet on my end. There we go. Hey, audio stuff, because I have the same settings, 2 different streams in a row, and everything's off somehow.
Yeah,
Here,
be weird like that sometimes.
Probably doesn't have depth perception. About the crime.
Which crime do you mean?
The murder. What else?
Oh, that. Forgive. For me, today has been a hit parade of crimes, you see. Prosecutor Gavin was singing the blues earlier, wasn't he? Something about his hog and his guitar case? Anyway, I'm afraid you know more about the killing of Mr. Letouce than I do. For now, at least.
Huh?
You were the ones who found the body, yeah? Well, we were in the middle of the performance, no less. Are you going to examine the crime scene, Prosecutor Gavin? I'll leave that to Fraulein Detective. Wouldn't want to step on her toes. They're not exactly best buddies, are they? Emma and Prosecutor Gavin, I mean.
The illegal one. Well, what do we do next? We've already checked out the scene. Prosecutor Gavin may be right. We might be the most informed. Yeah, we might be the most informed for once.
Maybe Prosecutor Gavin can shed some light on things we found. Also, my sound is backwards. Ooh.
Oh no, you're talking backwards. We can't understand you.
Is you from Manipifornia?
Imagine if holding a microphone upside down somehow reversed the sound.
Yeah. Well, I did say you put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it. Did you hear that?
What?
Sorry, it's the Missy Elliott song that goes, "It's your from Manipifornia." That literally means I put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it. Because like she says that right before it reverses. Yeah.
Okay, the only backwards singing I know is Sanctuary, Kingdom Hearts 2.
It was him. I need more affection than you know.
It was him. What?
Yeah, that's what it was.
No, the main one, it says backwards is I need more affection than you know. There's a part that says I need real emotions. I don't know it was him anywhere.
When I watched a video reversing it, that's what they said. Part of it said it was him.
I've never
heard
that.
I need more affection than you know.
In reversed.
I don't know. Either way, I don't believe you, Apollo.
Your sound is upside down.
How can you come to this concert and not know about the Gavinaires? It's not surprising. Why? Even our ancestors knew nothing of America's existence once.
That analogy sucked.
Yeah.
I know America exists. I mean, I live here. I think.
I know, right? Is that implying that it's not America? The Gavinaires aren't just an average rock band, Apollo. That was Trucy with her fake German accent. Each member is connected to the police somehow.
The police? You mean the band? They have a connection to a real band?
Message in a bottle. The real police. By then they pack heat. By day they pack heat. but by night they heat up the stage.
I'm packing something, Trucy.
By day those lips interrogate. By night they sing songs of unrequited passion.
Okay.
They debuted 7 years. They debuted 7 years ago with 13 years of hard. That's funny. This is like a Phineas and Ferb like song. 13 years of hard time for love. See, I can't even say it right.
There's no of.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it just feels like a goofy Phineas and Ferb song. They debuted 7 years ago with 13 years hard time for love.
I mean, the fictional band in Phineas and Ferb, I believe, is called Love Handle.
You mean Love Handle? I was gonna say, you mean Love Handle? Yeah, I know about Love Handle. You know about Bobby Fabulous, the lead singer of Love Handle? Yeah, I know about Bobby Fabulous, the lead singer of Love Handle.
All of their songs, like I loved the one that became the drummer that became the librarian. I loved his song.
Yeah, he ain't got no rhythm.
He ain't got no rhythm.
But he got perfect rhythm the entire time. He was like stomping library books as overdue. Do you still stomp library books?
Stamp? Stamp. No, no. I mean, we would have stamped the slip that you use for checkout. We don't use that anymore because we have computer systems to track.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. Like, do
stuff.
you even have do most books even have the little slip that you stamp?
Ironically enough, at least for our library, there's still the slip is still in the book. We just don't do anything with it anymore.
Oh, fun.
At least in the older books. Any books that we've gotten since they stopped doing that, we don't even put the pocket in there anymore. But
Yeah.
but older books, yeah,
Like,
they usually
bother,
have.
yeah.
They don't bother like taking it out. So
Yeah.
and they use stamps to like put the library like name on the book somewhere.
Yeah, on the lip, right? So like you can.
Like so on the pages, so you can see it on the when it's closed. So we do still, as well as the inside of the back cover. We do use stamps for that, but that's a one-time thing, and that's not a librarian task. That's a clerk task. So
Yeah. Wait, did the drummer from Love Handle fall asleep in a metronome factory, and that's how he lost his sense?
yeah,
of rhythm?
yeah, that was it. Yeah, he
lore?
fell asleep in a metronome factory, and it screwed up his sense of rhythm.
Yeah, I've never seen a Phineas and Ferb episode. I just know way too much about the show.
Well, I watched way too much of the show.
There's a platypus controlling me.
Oh, God, that's like the best song in the show.
Yeah, it's very good. It's very good. It's so good.
I can't think of the lyrics right now because of the music here playing in back mad. So
Yeah. I mean, all I know is that they're like, oh, like a platypus is like an analog for like the oppression of the city-state or something stupid like that.
my teachers
no,
are
like
a
an
platypus.
actual-
The government's a platypus. My parents are a platypus. My parents are. Oh no, is the teacher is a platypus is the last thing because then my teacher is a panda. It's like
Then came Love with No Chance of Parole, and my boyfriend is the prosecution's witness. Wait.
what?
Cavanier's confirmed gay. My
I-
boyfriend is the prosecution's witness.
I
Are they not
mean,
singing in the first person?
it could or could not be, but I think he's kind of already accepted to be gay. Like
Oh,
I
that's
think
fantastic.
that's part of the requirements of the bar exam in this universe.
Yeah, if you want to be an attorney, you have to be queer to some capacity.
Yeah, I mean you could be bi, like Phoenix, right?
Yeah, that's
Phoenix
what I'm
is
saying, yeah.
Nick is definitely bi because
Oh yeah,
he
Phoenix
definitely
is 100% big bi energy.
he was definitely hardcore in love with
Yeah, Daisy May, is that her name?
I think Dahlia Hawthorne, but
Dahlia Hawthorne, yeah.
yeah, like that definitely
Like a
wasn't
Hopper
like a
Toad,
cover
yeah.
up fake relationship.
No,
like,
yeah, for sure. Like Phoenix is super 100% bi.
But you can't be straight.
Francisca?
You can't be straight to be Francisca is a lesbian.
Francisca
I'm
is
sorry.
ace. No, she's ace.
You think she's
only
ace?
she's into whips. That's it.
I
Her
mean-
sexual attraction is to whips.
God, the fan base ships her with somebody. I'm trying to remember who.
Is it Athena Sky? I know she's a character, but I don't know anything about her.
There is no. You're thinking Athena Sykes.
Yeah.
No,
Athena
it's crap. Who was it? It was.
Is it Emma? Dark Data saying Emma.
I didn't think it was Emma. I thought there was somebody in the game she debuted that she was. People like to ship her with. But I can't think of.
Either way, the list goes on and on. I just wanted to read the line just in case we forget. But
Yeah.
I mean, she could be a lesbian. I just don't. I haven't internalized it.
Oh,
But I definitely know-
Adrian Andrews. I saw people, I guess, like to ship them together.
Who's Adrian Andrews? I'll look it up.
She was Matt and Guard's manager in that one case, and then she also was the manager Lordly Taylor, the case with Mask to Mask.
Oh yeah! Wow, I can see it. She'd definitely be into her.
Yeah, they never actually interact in the game because
Oh, it's just like the canon is that they met at some point.
not the canon, but the fan canon,
The
I guess.
Sorry, yeah.
The fanon. Yeah. I guess. I didn't know about that until recently. But yeah, no, they don't in that case they never meet because Franziska's busy recovering for being shot in the shoulder. And so she's not present much in that case.
That's fair.
And Adrian Andrews is busy having her trauma revealed to the entire world by Miles Edgeworth. So, but yeah, but the bar, yeah, no, I headcanon the bar exam requires you cannot be straight. You at least need to be curious.
Yeah. That's part of the bar exam. In an alternate universe where the streaming people that stream the Ace Attorney game, that's a question. It's like,
Yeah, that's the last question on the bar exam is
how do you identify sexually?
Are you open to dating the same sex? And if you say no, you fail. They won't even tell you why you failed either. So like that's not widely known that you
terrifying.
So nobody can
so
fake
bad.
it. People don't fake it. Like they're just like, oh, this is a weird question, but okay.
This here is my right-hand man, Darian Crescent. Crescent. Darian Crescent. I make the melodies, he attacks them with his guitar. He's a bit of a rogue, really.
And this guy's a bit of a perfectionist. When a performance goes the least bit wrong, he goes into this funk, just like today. And I don't like no funk in my trunk. I'd hope Murder would be a bit more off-putting than a ruined concert. He's a detective, probably with the homicide division, because that's all they have in terms of crime. Like, he's probably used to murder.
The concert today, a disaster.
The waiting room's filled with same-sex plants. They watch them through the cameras.
Oh yeah, like people they know. It's like, oh, go in there and like just behave sexily around him. See if he's into it.
Gumshoe, go do that bend and snap thing you told me about.
It's like, oh, Judge, really again?
Backward. I'm real good at it though.
Yeah, the judge goes out and does it. It's like 90% of the
whenever I do that stream, I get all this. I start a hype trade.
I'll get to the bottom of this, and then we'll see who missed that cue. The miss cue. They were arguing about that before.
Great. I love nothing more than questioning tormented artists.
My boyfriend The prosecution's witness. Dan. What's this miscue you keep talking about? Haha, you've heard it, didn't you, from the audience? Actually, I didn't notice anything.
See, no amateur. See,
I'm really mad that like boinged in the way it boinged. See, like it like boings a little bit past at the end to just imply that it's rigid in a way that's very phallic. I don't like that. See, Dark Data is the same. You saw that immediately. It's there. It's like, why does it do it? Yeah, it's like, lest we forget, it is mustn't.
Is this my pompadour, or am I just happy to see you?
I don't know, man. Oh, no.
See, no amateur is going to pick up on that.
No amateur's going to pick up on the fact that my hair is phallic.
No amateur is going to pick up on the blood is rushing to my head. No, not that head. No, not that head either.
No, not that either. Can you guarantee an audience of amateurs? No. Now take a listen to this.
Is that one of those smart calculators?
What's that?
It's a Pokedex.
Oh, there's going to be emergency vehicles driving past my house soon, so if you hear them, I apologize.
That's very... The fact that you said that ahead of time is very ominous.
You know why.
Blood is rushing to my pompadour. Oh, did
a
you?
Mixing board.
Okay, it kind of talked over it. So.
Yeah, we used it to record our concert tonight.
Aren't we supposed to be investigating a murder?
Also, mixing boards don't record audio; they mix audio. What?
Listen, why would Gavin know anything about that? He's not the
He's a musician.
He's not the. What is that? The mixer? I don't know. The person whose job is to do the audio mixing. He just sings.
Francisca's over in the back. Well, we come this way. Might as well go all the way.
I just had the mental image of Francisca Von Karma is like a DJ, like doing the audio mixing and like raise your hand in the air.
She'd be such a good DJ. That's what you got to understand. Like, it's usually like the meanest people make the best.
Yeah,
DJs.
she never smiles during it at all.
Yeah,
completely stone faced.
And then, like, all her tracks have like a titular, like that's part of her her signature in her music. It's great. It's great.
Yeah, she has an extra. She has an extra what's the word? Album. What is the word?
LP.
Like a turntable with a album on it, like at a distance,
vinyl?
That a vinyl that she like whips while it's spinning every so often.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a very unique sound effect.
Yeah. Listen, she's that good. She has that much control of the whip that she can like tap the vinyl without breaking it with a whip. She's that talented.
Just scratches just a little.
Yeah. I've always wanted to learn about the recording industry.
Oh God, not this.
Do you have to make the song? This is but one of the record devices uses recordings. We're a 5-part band. This lets us record each member's performance separately. You use the sliders to adjust the volume for each part. Check it out. Wow, neat. The guitar did start on an offbeat. Is that what we need to figure out?
We'll get to.
So could you say hear only the drum part? Of course. That's how we'll find the criminal guilty of the missing kill tonight.
I'm more concerned with the other criminal. The one who kills people?
You want to help on the case? Then help me with mine. Or you want help on the case? Then help me with mine.
Priorities? Guess rock and roll comes before prosecuting.
Let's begin. First, we bring up the part of the performance in question. You simply choose a section of the song you wish to hear on the uppermost bar. Like so. There it is. Now listen. Was something wrong? You couldn't hear it? Listen again closely. Ah, the timing's a little off, isn't it? You see? There, right at the most important part. Even an amateur can hear it.
An amateur with a mixing board, maybe.
You're missing the point. We'll never stamp out crime until we're perfect. Perfect!
Here he goes again.
Right. Amateur, you will prove my point.
Huh, me?
You will find the missed cue. You will tell us which instrument, which part, is the guilty party.
But how?
Did I not just explain it? Move the sliders with and to adjust the volume for each part. Then you will find the part that hopelessly bungles the cue with left and right. You'll find it with your amateur untrained ears. Nothing to do but try, Apollo.
I guess. I'll admit, this looks kind of fun. Also, maybe you should hold your mic a little further because it's picking up like every little breath.
Every breath I take. Fast, quick review. You use those things to adjust the part's volume. Jump to another section of the song with those two buttons.
And use left stick and right stick to switch parts, right? Got it. Once you
found the... Oh. Forehead, that's my line. Once you found the guilty part, press Y to point it out. Time to rock.
Okay. So.
Yeah, what?
So what are we doing? What should we do? Should we...
I guess, is it just in the last... It's in the last part.
Do you think it's the last one?
Well, that's what Clavier was doing, right? When they were talking about it?
Well, I mean, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm asking.
I struggled a long time understanding this, so...
Okay, so let's go back to the beginning.
Where?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, go.
Go what?
So are we presenting the numbers at the bottom, or are we presenting the section, or are we presenting both?
The number, I believe.
Okay, so can you lower all but one? Okay, go ahead.
Oops.
Okay, now 2.
Just two?
Yeah. It was that.
Think it's that one?
Yeah, I mean, we could let's do 1 and 2 together. Lower 1 a little bit.
Oops.
More. See? Right at the end.
I wouldn't call that a missed cue, though. I'd call that
Yeah.
your rhythm fucking sucks.
Yeah, no, you ain't got rhythm. Bobby Fabulous wants nothing to do with you, buddy. I don't even need to hear the other ones. That was it for sure. We can hear the other ones if you want, but like I'm almost sure that one's it.
What do I... This part is off. It took me forever when I played it myself, but part of that was because I didn't understand what they were asking, because I was like, how would I know what the cue is?
Yeah, I didn't understand it either.
I don't
but
I don't think they worded it well, because I wouldn't say that's a missed cue.
It's not a miscue. Who goobed? Who goobed? That's what I would say. Who goobed? Number 2 goobed.
So I'm glad that you caught up.
Yeah,
I'm glad you caught up on what actually it wanted there after you heard it, because
yeah. I'm particularly. I wouldn't say I'm like super musically talented, but like I've been told that I have good pitch.
I mean, I'm multi-instrumental, but like I didn't understand the question, because I think I got too caught up on them saying cue.
Yeah, because you're right. Like that wasn't a missed cue. Because like a cue would imply that it was like the song switched in some capacity, and it's like literally just like missed like 2 beats.
Yeah, or that like there was like a call and an answer. I could have interpreted that as a miscue.
Yeah, but it definitely was not a call and answer. You just went.
It was like, oh crap! I have a few more notes. I'll squeeze them in here.
Yeah, literally. It's just like, oh, I thought I was done. I got distracted. I don't know. Which is that? Second guitar. It was you, Darian.
Oh well, looks like the cat's out of the bag.
Well, that's all you have to say. That kind of added to let's killers walk free, Darian. Here they go again.
Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to ask about the concert. Sorry, I was reading Dark Data's line. It is picking up on things oddly, and if it helped that Inheritance listened to them one by one like that.
Yeah, at least the Pompadour didn't go limp when he was sad. That would have been very.
It's just like completely limp, like just hanging there.
Yeah, like covers his face. Yeah. Oh, that would have been a vibe though, because then it's like emo, because it like like it could like swooped over and like covered.
I don't know if like law metal is really emo. I don't know what genre this is. Legal metal.
Legal metal. You've heard of baby metal. You've heard of death metal.
Is baby metal a genre? I thought baby metal's a band.
Yeah, baby metal's like a genre now.
Okay.
There's a band named Baby Metal, but like it's kind of become its own thing.
Yeah, I just saw something the other day on Twitter interviewing Baby Metal, being like, the song, I think it's just called Chocolate or something, being like,
oh yeah, Chocolate is fantastic.
Yeah, and the interviewer was like, so your song, what's the song about eating disorders, right? Can you talk about how like why you chose to make this song about eating disorders? And the girl was like, chocolate isn't about eating disorders. It's about women who want chocolate, but if they have it, they'll be fat.
I mean, I guess that kind of is like an eating disorder.
I guess kinda, but he kind of overcomplicated and just assumed. And she was like, "No, it's not that deep. It's just about chocolate."
Like, you don't want to eat chocolate because you'll gain weight. Yeah.
It's starting to feel like you're just wasting time.
It's all experience under our belts. Can't be that bad. That disorder is I can't get enough chocolate in my mouth. That looks like something that would be on a Minion image on Facebook. Like one of those wine moms. Like, yeah, I got an eating disorder. The disorder is I can't get enough chocolate in my mouth, and it has like one of the Minions like with the wig on.
That's like the kind of thing like a middle-aged mom gets like a throw pillow saying on it.
Yeah.
And she thinks it's the funny, and she thinks it's the funniest thing.
Yeah. It's like they'll talk to me till I have my wine. I'm gonna make that meme and I'm gonna put it on the Discord. Everybody go to Discord later.
No, you need to put it on Facebook because I guarantee somehow it'll get adopted by like thousands of middle-aged women.
It's super triggering though. I don't want anybody like just joking about eating disorders. Like
fair, but I mean the correct audience won't understand triggering. So
yeah, you're right. But I'll put it on our group chat under the NSFW one because it's kind of NSFW.
Ironic mom posting. Yeah, that's what it is. Mom posting.
It is ironic mom posting. You're right. You're right. It's like your mom the other day with vague posting. Unironic vague posting.
My mom. Me teaching my mom what vague posting is because she was vague posting, and then she excitedly vague posted instead. And I'm like, no!
Like, ooh, I'm gonna go vague post. I'm like, ugh. Chad JV's mom, you're such a character.
She would never watch my streams, and I don't want her to because the jokes I make. But like, if somehow she ever heard this, I do love her. I still can't get over the title for that song. My boyfriend's the witness for the prosecution? Is he gay? Or European? Oh wait, no, Guilty Love. That one. Didn't teach you what it was so that... No, I taught her it was because she was doing it. And I was like, are you vague posting? And she's like, what's vague posting?
Yeah, you were giving a name to the action she was already doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, unlike the one day that she wanted to learn what a furry was and you refused to teach her.
No, we had to teach her, me and my sister, because she was going to Google it.
That would have been worse. She would have found the My Little Pony jar. She would have.
Please don't. Either way, I couldn't be responsible for Googling that, so...
Keyring.
Is this yours? I was wondering if you knew anything about this.
That?
Does it look familiar?
Familiar? It's mine. That's my keyring.
Oh, I thought this was the generic response at first.
You didn't... Literally, I saw those and immediately knew they were claviers. You didn't know they were claviers?
No, me too. But the way they didn't show. Usually they show the picture in the corner.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And they were being vague, and I was like, I thought they were just like they were vague posting. I thought they were vague responding.
Vague responding. You've heard of vague posting. Now get ready for vague responding. Just like I need to respond in somebody else's about nothing in particular. People be like, "Why are you?" What?
Yeah, I need to like prep a bunch of like generic responses that I say when I don't have like anything meaningful to say in response to something. Yeah, I just have memorized.
Yeah, that is literally so me.
No, that's not it's something like I don't know why you're showing me that. I don't think it has much to do with this murder. It's like, wait, what? What do you mean? Murder?
Yeah. I mean, I could see why this is related to the Industrial Revolution. It's like Chocolate by Baby Metal. What? This is yours, Mr. Gavin?
I knew it.
Apollo! How can you make that I knew it face?
Oh, because I was thinking I knew it.
Yeah, because I knew it. What do you mean?
Listen, I think I know Gavin more than you do.
Is that a reference to the? I think I would know more about American Dolls than you would.
Oh, no, it wasn't. It was, he's gay, so of course he knows him better than a fan.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, no, there's literally a TikTok that's like that. It's like, I think I would know more about American Girl than you would. And then, like, the girl walks away. Holding an American Doll. I don't know. This is the keyring that was?
Yeah, I know.
Thanks, anyway. So, where did you find it?
Inside the victim.
Inside the victim?
Actually, the victim was holding it, so kinda was inside them.
I guess so.
I mean, when you're holding something surrounded by your body, so... Like, he was trying to keep it from the killer, even if it meant his life. He died protecting your keys, you Dirk. I tried to say dick, and then I tried to correct it, because I'm like, wait, can I say that on stream? Which I can. So I tried to say jerk. You Dirk.
You Dirk. You Dirk. Dirk of Cerberus is my favorite Final Fantasy spin-out game.
Sorry, what you're showing me, I don't recognize it.
Oh, yeah. Literally, I just realized we were joking about vague posting and vague responding. Vague responding is literally just NPC dialogue. It's
Yeah.
what these characters are doing.
It's
every time we
NPC
show an item that's not relevant.
Yeah, it's NPC dialogue that doesn't have any real connection to what you're saying.
Yeah, I didn't even
It
realize
at
that.
most
I thought you were
has-
coming up with like a fun thing.
And at most has connection to just what's going on around you, but not the thing you were shown.
Yeah. Like plot relevant. But what? The victim, you mean Mr. Letus had my keys?
Indeed.
When will my trials be over? Speaking of trials, I never heard Mr. Gavin whining in court like he has been today.
Of course he doesn't have wine in court. What prosecutor would drink wine in court?
I heard that.
Emma was right about the fop, I'll give her that.
I will curse your entire bloodline. My learned Nipponese friend.
I don't think he has the power to curse.
I mean, he has the power to live forever, an immortal vampire. Apollo! Mr. Gavin, maybe we can help. Oh, how much you want to bet that that's actually going to be a joke? Tell us about your troubles today. I really don't think that's... Tell us. And we'll keep mum about that keyring of yours. For now. Are you blackmailing me, Fräulein?
Did it work? I guess it worked.
I thought I was gay a minute. I guess I'm just a pedophile. Terrible. It's terrible.
Not funny.
Yeah, I would like to strike that joke from the evidence.
Yeah, she's 15. He's more than 15.
24.
24, also 24. God, how is...
Wait, Phoenix Wright is 24?
What? Phoenix Wright is 33.
Oh, no. I was going to say 33.
He's the third oldest person here.
Listen, he's an old man. He's anime old.
You're saying something about your motorcycle not starting?
And something about your guitar case being busted? You're well informed.
I mean, you just said it out loud in front of us, like a minute ago.
Yeah, you mentioned it a few times. It's all happened this morning. It's all this keyring's fault.
The keyring?
It's got all my keys on it, yeah? My bike key, my car key, and the key to my guitar case.
That's all your keys? You don't have like a house key?
Living the rockstar life, baby. You don't need a home. It's just the implication is that he's sleeping around. That's the joke. I couldn't make it. I couldn't make it.
I feel like I mean I could be wrong. But I feel like to work as a like prosecutor where you're working for the government, you have to have an address.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, I know busted. Now you're busted. That one, yeah. Iconic. Wait, so this key ring, it disappeared. I thought I'd put it in my jacket pocket.
Prosecutor Gavin's keyring disappeared.
I had to come to the concert by taxi. How embarrassing! Yeah, can you imagine? You like go to a Fall Out Boy concert and the lead singer of Fall Out Boy,
Patrick Stump.
Patrick Stump.
Do you almost call him Adam?
Adam. Yeah,
Adam
Stump.
West.
Adam West.
The lead singer of Fall Out Boy, Adam West.
Adam West. Buy my mother's mandible. But yeah, Patrick Stump comes out of an Uber. It's like, sorry guys.
Not even an Uber. A taxi seems more tacky.
Yeah, especially in the year 2025.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I assume
like,
in the year 2025. Maybe we'll have a huge like switch back to taxis from Ubers. I don't know.
And in order to get my guitar out, I had to break the lock.
Wait, this guitar wasn't the one that...
The very one, up in flames. And right on stage, too.
At least you don't need a guitar case anymore.
Terrible. I actually thought that was part of the show. Crazy. And to top it off, Mr. Letus's life was taken. Nobody told me about days like these.
Strange days indeed.
No one told me life was going to be this way. Oh, I should write a song about that. You think?
What's wrong, Trucy?
Well, I was just trying to make sense of everything. First, his heart-shaped keyring gets stolen. Then a very expensive guitar flares up on stage. Then Mr. Letus dies. Yes, and
and then Darian missed his cue. That's pretty important too.
Don't remind me, Forehead. Could it all really be just a coincidence?
Oh God, what?
Coincidence? Meaning... Darian, can you make sense of any of this, of all of this? Not any of it, all of it.
Oops. Oh God, my headphones.
You're busting.
Hey, don't look at me.
You gotta believe me when I tell you. Like, I remember all the song, but like, in bits.
In bits?
Yeah. What do you think, Apollo? What do you think, Apollo?
Huh? I'm thinking about Aglets.
I mean... Kitchi coo means that I love you. I mean, either Mr. Gavin's having a really bad day, or all this was planned. You aren't thinking what I think you're thinking. Are you, Fräulein? I am thinking what you think I'm thinking, you're thinking
what?
I'm thinking.
What? Hey, don't leave me in the dark with Spike here.
You're calling him Spike.
The name's Apollo, but yeah, I agree. What do you mean?
Darian, you've got a huge spike. You can't
It
call
looks
him
a little
Spike.
it looks a little too floppy to be a spike.
Dong.
dickhead.
No! He is a detective.
Don't leave us in the dark. What are you talking about?
Haven't you noticed a connection, Apollo?
No, otherwise I wouldn't be saying this.
A curious connection between all of Mr. Gavin's troubles today?
Well...
Yeah, I've noticed.
Oh, I have noticed. I'm just playing dumb. You know, something was bugging me too. That keyring and the guitar and the body, there's all Pokemon based off of these things.
There's no guitar Pokemon. There's a maraca Pokemon.
I mean, yeah. I'm surprised there's not a guitar Pokemon. We have over 1,000.
You just kind of made the assumption, right?
Like, we have a drum. No, we have a guitar Pokemon.
What's the guitar Pokemon?
Toxtricity.
Toxtricity is a guitar Pokemon. You're
Like,
correct.
it's literally a humanoid guitar.
And a bass. It's both.
Depending on which form.
Yeah. You're so right. You're so right.
I was like thinking, there's a drum Pokemon though, because
there's a drum Pokemon, there's a guitar Pokemon.
The monkey, but then I was like, wait, I was like trying to think, why is there a drum before a guitar? But yeah.
There's trumpets, there's violins.
There's a boombox.
There's a boombox.
There's a boombox.
Exploud?
Loudred. No, Exploud is more of like... Exploud is more like... Ganondorf's instrument. Organs. He has like organ pipes.
Yeah. I'm surprised it's not a Shamisen Pokemon. With it being a Japanese franchise, you would think.
Maybe we'll get a regional Toxtricity.
The Shamisen, that'd be so. Two Toxtricities. One of them was lying down, the other was like playing off of him. Oh, that's funny. Slow down there, Polly. You look a wee bit dizzy. Wait, slow down, Polly. You look a wee bit dizzy.
He's bluffing. He hasn't figured it out.
That's funny that they caught us on our bluff because we didn't. Because I didn't know. I was just bluffing
About what?
about knowing what was going on.
Oh, I thought you did know.
No, I was just bluffing. So the game clocked me.
Fess up if you're a man. You're as clueless as I am. Huh?
No. Give your forehead a chance. Let's see your evidence of the connection, shall we?
Evidence? I could better think of something pronto.
Come on. Let's see it. What's the connection between all of Mr. Gavin's troubles?
I mean, I know, but like, Trucy, do you know? Can you?
Trucy, do you know? Like, maybe you should tell us just to prove that you know, because I know.
Obviously, I know. I'm the lawyer here.
I'm the lawyer, so you know.
So what's the connection? What's this say?
Ow!
Stole away
your
the
keys.
keys.
Yeah. Like a bullet of love. Guitar, up together to the sky. That's it.
Is this
That's how
it?
works. Yeah. I don't know where the taxi comes in, but like I didn't read the lyrics very closely.
Well, stole keys. The taxi just because it
Fleeting
stole his
memory
keys.
but like, what's that second line? Is that relevant? Wraps yourself around me and now fly through the air I fly.
I mean, Lamaror did that.
Fair enough. Yeah.
I mean, we only have 8 pieces of evidence and nothing
No,
else.
it's the lyric sheet. It's 100% the lyric sheet.
It's this, isn't it? A lyric sheet. The guitar serenade? What's that got to do with anything?
What's that got to do? Got to do with it? It has everything to do with everything. Though I wouldn't have believed it if the front line hadn't pointed it out.
What are you talking about, man? Enough of the riddles.
I hate that guy.
Why?
He has a JoJo hairstyle and it's upsetting me.
You don't like JoJo?
No, I feel like JoJo is just like so specifically JoJo that
You
seeing
don't
it
like-
outside of JoJo.
You don't like JoJo in places that aren't JoJo?
Yeah, like
I mean,
just feel like
isn't
all
that
JoJo
Persona?
should stay. Persona's JoJo.
Isn't it kinda? Personas are basically stands. Like,
Personas are basically stands. You're right.
Goemon practically has a pompadour too, right?
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Maybe it's Goemon's hair and not JoJo. Yeah, Goemon's like final evolution in the royal version has like a huge pompadour.
I think so, yeah. But I mean,
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
that's because a pompadour is the size of your pompadour is like a direct like ratio or whatever to how much of a rebel you are. So
Yeah. What's slight spoilers for Persona 5, but like what was that person's name? Gorokichi? Is that what it was?
the final form?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember. I awful at remembering the final forms.
Oh, I love the final forms for all of them.
I mean,
Like,
they're
I know-
cool. I just had them such a fraction of my experience that I mainly
Yeah.
remember their first forms.
Yeah, I like the relevancy because they're like the real people that inspired the characters.
Yeah.
So that I just think that's cool. Did I not read this? Maybe it's a coincidence, and perhaps it means something. Or perhaps it means something, don't you think, Fräulein? I do.
I now pronounce you man and wife.
No, we struck that joke from the record.
She said I do.
Terrible, Gavin. Terrible. I don't want that to be the lore. Everything that happened today with Mr. Gavin.
He's trying to cover up that he's gay by pretending to be a pedophile.
by pretending to be a pedophile.
Because nobody would suspect
Wow.
it.
Nobody would, because that's such a freaking wild take.
Because it's so much
Like-
worse, nobody would suspect it.
Nobody would know. It's like, really? That's. I mean, I feel like everybody would prefer if you just admitted you were gay.
Well, it's on principle. He doesn't want to.
Yeah. It's predicted in the lyrics of the song.
What? No way.
Yes, they. Look, just think about everything that's happened to Mr. Gavin. Let's list them in order that they occurred.
Okay, have
Dark Data.
a good night, Dark Data. Thanks for
Bye-bye.
hanging out.
This one, it's like tradition.
Yeah,
Right before you leave.
that's fine. I make sure I drink something at least around the halfway point of the stream.
Yeah, you gotta have a drink. You're a mean one, Mr. Drinch.
Thank you, Dark Data. Yeah, I mean, there's a reason it's a standard for all streamers have like come with a hydrate.
Hydrate.
Then, and that's because it's really easy to forget to drink while you're streaming.
Oh yeah, I don't have any liquids around me right now.
Well, if you need to, go get a drink. I mean,
Yeah, if I get thirsty, I will have to use the bathroom at some point because the medication I'm on makes me.
the problem is if I don't actually think about it, I often don't get thirsty, and I can go like an 8-hour shift at work without drinking anything, which is
and then
bad.
you get, like a wicked migraine.
I don't get a migraine, but it's still not good for my body.
Yeah, it's still. I get migraines when I'm thirsty. Like I'll tell you that.
No, I don't
Well,
generally have
reading
any side
these
effects,
lyrics-
but I just need to drink more.
Yeah. While reading this lyric sheet,
First, the keyring was stolen.
and not just any keyring, a heart-shaped keyring.
That's right here. When he stole away the keys my heart held onto so tight. This is a heart holding keys.
And next, his guitar bursts into flames.
Burning on in my heart, fire, burn my love away.
And then Mr. Latus was killed.
Like a bullet of love, fire, take my life away. But that's crazy!
It also implies that there's something else that happened because we skipped an entire stanza.
Well, we did two things in one stanza too, but... because the two other things were that stanza.
Yeah, right. So like, there's like entire fleeting memory wraps itself around me. Now I fly through the air, unless again,
Unless
yeah.
what?
If what's her name is the one that did that, then yeah, I guess that checks out.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like the order of events that fits in there.
No, it doesn't, because
She did that.
that means that Latouche was killed while we saw the scene of the guitar burning.
No, because he was killed. That's the last thing here.
Oh, guitar up together in the sky doesn't have anything to do with it.
No, they said it's the burning on my heart fire, burn my love away, is what they said was the guitar.
Okay. Then yeah, I guess I thought it was the guitar was like the final.
Yeah,
Guitar.
that's not what they said here. They said
No,
burning
that's
on my
fair.
heart.
No, you're right. You're
Yeah.
right. You're right. Yeah, no kidding.
It'd be funny if she wasn't supposed to like teleport or whatever either. If she was just like,
Yeah.
what the fuck just happened? But she had no way to say that to anybody because none of us could speak
None of us can speak Virginian.
Virginian. Yeah. So everything that happened here today here, this song predicted it all?
Or perhaps it was the other way around.
Huh?
The criminal could have based the crime on the lyrics.
But who would go through all that trouble?
Someone who moves in mysterious ways, no doubt.
God?
I see you've stumbled upon something quite vital and quite annoying, Fräulein.
Really?
That's me, violent and annoying.
She looks pleased. The lyrics predicting the crime. Clavier.
Seems a bit more than just a coincidence to me.
I have to agree. The keyring, the guitar, and the murder. The keyring might have been dropped by accident.
Yet the victim was holding it. Hard to think it was unconnected.
That's true. Prosecutor Gavin's as clam and collected as ever.
Guess clam.
Clam.
I mean,
Reject.
I feel like you'd say clam. I would say clam.
I mean, it's out of the seafood, it's probably one of the lowest tier seafoods for me, but I don't dislike it, especially in the chowder. But
Oh,
they,
I feel like
on their own, the texture's kind of like I've said before to people, including family members, because we used to have clam bakes a lot, that I only can eat like clams themselves. I can only eat them if I don't think about what I'm eating. If I even for a second think about it, I'm like, this is gross.
yeah, no. Getting me to consume a bowl of clam chowder is tantamount of torture. Like I would be repulsed the entire time, and you would have to force me to do it under duress.
New England style and what's the style? Boston.
Any. I've only consumed 2 clams in my entire life, and that's too many.
That you know of.
Don't start. People consume 7 clams in their sleep in a year.
Yeah, they just crawl out from the ocean across suburbia into people's mouths.
Yeah, you just can't.
It's just a siren
Like,
call sound for them.
Yeah.
No, nobody knows. Scientists have questioned it for eons.
Eons. So the criminal matched their actions to the lyrics?
That sounds likely. Why would anyone do that? While we think about that, I'm going to get cracking on the biggest crime here. I'm going to talk to the Borginian embassy about this Mr. Latouche.
Ah, right. Thanks, Darian.
I'll leave the pondering of mysteries to you. I'm out of here.
A foreign national, Mr. Latouche, was killed. It seems that would have to be the point of all this. But they did more than that. They left us with not only a murder, but a mystery. Mr. Gavin sure is irritable today.
Maybe this is the real Prosecutor Gavin we don't get to see in the courtroom. We only get to see in the bedroom.
Ooh la la. I've had enough, frankly. If you find any more mysteries, do me a favor and keep them to yourselves, yeah?
Ja.
Cha cha cha.
I guess, I feel like it would have been, I don't know what's more offensive, him saying ja or him saying ya.
Yeah,
Both of them
I mean-
kind of sound like he's making fun of.
it does. I get it. But like I'm a big proponent on I think there's a limit to how you say things, but I think that if you are earnestly saying things, saying them in their original language pronunciation is important. But like my family's like notoriously bad about that. I won't dox myself. But we speak more than one language, and like they have to pronounce the things, even if there's like an English equivalent to the item. So it's just like, oh yeah, like I want to eat. Insert, like let's pretend I'm Italian, right? Like, oh, like we're gonna go eat manicotti, and it's like, why are you saying it like that? Just say manicotti, like I'm gonna go have a pasta fagioli. It's like, why are you saying it like that? Like, just say it.
Pasta vaju. You could say it like, that's not saying it pronounced right. That's saying it like, I don't know, exaggerated?
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, it feels very like when people are like insisting on pronouncing things properly. If it's an exaggeration of the thing, it feels a little bit
Like,
like you said, like
I've
a
been
little
trying to
racist.
do my best with languages. I mean, it mainly comes up with Japanese, but other languages, of trying to pronounce them as best I can. And there's limitations to what I can do. I can't roll my R's, which affects
Yeah, I mean
multiple
that's not a problem with
European.
Japan, but yeah,
Yeah, it
but
affects
other languages,
multiple
yeah.
European languages.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, and the thing too, though, in those languages, it makes more sense, right? Because they're tonal languages, and that's important. Like
Yeah.
for like Chinese and stuff, like it's like matters,
yeah.
But like not in like most Romance languages. Like you can say the word tonally incorrectly, and still people can understand what you're trying to say, right?
Yeah.
So I just feel like it's like a big detractor of the consistency of which language is communicated. I feel like it's very harsh for you to like suddenly be like, like you said, right? Like pronouncing things, I don't
Exaggerated.
like, well, trying to pronounce things in the language if you're speaking in English,
yeah.
like the whole because ya versus ja,
Well, I mean, in general, I feel like if like people just saying yeah and nothing else for German, that almost feels like you're making fun of it to me, like,
yeah,
because that's
yeah,
one of
100%.
the like kind of stereotypical jokey things
Yeah.
that people.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh guten Tag, yeah,
Yeah,
I
so
get it.
I didn't feel there was a way that Apollo can say that without it already sounding offensive, which I was like, I'll just go for
feel
the
like
silliest
Apollo
way.
Apollo is just such a sassy gay queen. Like Apollo literally nonstop this entire
I feel
episode has
like
been Sass Master Supreme.
I feel like I would believe Apollo might be Ace, though.
Maybe.
Not necessarily
I haven't-
Arrow, but Ace.
Yeah. I haven't experienced Apollo enough to be able to objectively make that statement.
Yeah, I don't strongly feel like I would make that, like I'd die on that hill, but like I could see him being Ace. He says some things that I feel like imply he might still be gay, which he can be. Those are
yeah. You could just like you're just asexual, right? You're like no interest in sexuality, but you're still like attracted to men as far as like romantically.
Yeah. I mean, you could. I know at least one person is Ace Arrow and is still like attracted to people, but like,
Yeah, it's just biology at that point.
yeah. Anyways, I guess this is all we're going to get from Prosecutor Gavin. That leaves Lamaror to question. Prosecutor Gavin, do you know where Lamaror is now?
I had to go to my dressing room. With that pianist, Machi Tabaye, of course. The dressing room that has Mr. Latusa's corpse in.
No,
dressing room.
they're in Lamaror's. No, Lamaror's
they're
dressing
in
room.
Lamaror's. Oh, okay. I thought they were in his.
The body's in Lamaror's. He had them go to
Oh, okay.
his.
Oh, that makes sense. I thought like it's like, oh, that then like they walk in and see the corpse, Lamaror just like passes out.
I mean, already, this kind of really sucks for them because, as far as I'm aware, both of them don't speak English.
Yeah, they're gonna have to figure
And
out how to get back to the embassy, and then
their
try to get,
their
like,
only
temp.
translator died.
Yeah, that's literally what they're gonna have to do. Like that's like scary. Like they're gonna like it's 2025. They probably have phones. They can use a translate feature.
Phones? Have you seen the phones shown so far in this game? Like, they're like flip phones.
I'm just saying, maybe that's a stylistic choice. Flip phones are coming back.
But these clearly aren't smartphones that are flip phones, so I don't know if they'd have translators.
That's fair. She seemed rather shocked by Mr. Latusa's sudden passing.
The Gaviner's dressing room. Got it. We're going to question them. Like, we don't speak the same language as them. How is this going to work?
Eek!
Who's there?
Gone with the wind.
There he goes again. Who is that guy?
Did you think that was my line?
No, I was pausing for dramatic effect.
Oh, that was very dramatic.
Huh? Trucy? I see what you're doing here.
Man, I was hoping you'd bite fine. He looks sort of familiar.
He's your familiar? So he is a friend of yours.
I mean, if you consider familiars friends, but that depends on who you're talking to.
Well, I mean, also outside of that joke, that guy looks like he's like maybe 40. Like, I don't, like maybe older even. Like, that's kind of weird for him to be friends with a 15-year-old.
Yeah, I mean, it's like weird though, because like if you are working like a very niche industry, I'm sure that like you eventually have to become friends with people much older than you because they're also in the same industry.
Well, yeah, and I definitely, in my field, am friends with a lot of people that are like 2 generations older than me. But she's still 15. She shouldn't even be in an industry.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's not it. Sorry, I don't remember.
Curiouser and Curiouser.
Is that a reference to something?
It's this world's version of Dumb and Dumber.
No, I thought that was like a line from like is it Sherlock?
No.
Sherlock Holmes?
Don't think so. Is it from Alice in Wonderland or something?
Maybe. If you know what it is, comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe with that notification bell to stay up to date with the most content. I haven't done this in months.
Yeah, so
that's my plug. Do it.
The body's in this room, Lamaror's, and he said it was his room.
Oh, that's fair.
The police room.
Lamaror.
Oh! What? She does speak some English.
Yeah, what was that whole nonsense about?
I'm just
gonna pretend.
She might not speak it really well, and she's not very confident, so she has a interpreter. But now she doesn't have a choice.
Ready? You ready for this? Ready for this stylistic choice?
No. you're doing something I'm gonna hate. That's the only reason you'd say that.
Yeah, you ready?
What has happened?
Okay.
I heard that Mr. Letus has died.
Lamorar, you speak? I thought you just open your mouth and weird explosive symbols come out.
Oh, it's like what was it? Bean language?
Yeah,
from
Mario and Luigi
Mario
Superstar
Luigi?
Saga when they with the Peach robot
Yeah,
and
yeah.
spoken like explosion characters. That was
Yeah.
indeed the reference.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a
Well,
deep
because
cut.
it's the symbols.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's a good one.
You mean you speak? I mean you speak English?
Ah, yes. I was invited here from the Republic of Virginia, but I am not Virginian by birth.
But wasn't Mr. Letus your interpreter?
Ah, there. Yes, well.
Oh wow! And from this angle, you can actually see her like chin and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
realize that the thing was sheer. Yeah.
Again. She does not look 40.
Yeah.
There is no way. There is no way.
Yeah. So like that terrible Virginian verse song that I was like singing in like a fake Virginian accent. I feel like that's not appropriate.
No, because she's pretending to not know English.
She's actively conducting a racism.
So, in fact, it sound even worse than somebody who doesn't speak English.
I mean,
Because they're
then I
trying to
did
emulate that.
perfectly. I did perfectly then.
Yeah.
It was Mr. Letus's idea. He thought it would add to the mystery, you see.
Then your pianist is also...
Did you do you like my stylistic choice for her voice, by the way?
I accept it.
Yeah, it's me mixing Brunhilde and Gruntilda together from Banjo-Kazooie.
Who's Brunhilde?
It's her sister. Is that her name? Brentilda? Is
Oh,
that her name?
Brentilda.
Yeah, I forget their names. But the two witches.
I don't see how that's them combined.
She's like,
She's like really
Yeah,
loud,
but I
and
can't
then
interpret that as like an accent. That's just a sound.
Brentilda's like, all right, so like I'm like in the middle. I'm like,
no, Matthew Tobias, Virginian.
it's like has that like kind of similar lilt.
I was trying to do Kazooie. That was really bad.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I wish I could do a fluent Captain Blubbers.
Which was that one?
It's all
is it
burping.
just fart noises.
It's all burping.
Oh, it's burps.
It's the burps. No, I don't want to. Lago's the farts. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
He does not speak English. Now, please tell me, what has happened to Mr. Letus? Why did he?
Actually, Mr. Letus was.
Trucy,
Huh?
remember what Prosecutor Gavin said? Not a word. Wait, we're not telling them that he died?
But Mr. Letus is Lamore's manager. That's not fair to her. I mean, isn't she a related party?
Precisely who Prosecutor Gavin doesn't want to alert, I'd suspect. This is like a huge dick move.
It's a huge thing, move.
This is
Oh,
big
you've
dick
been told.
energy. Did I use that
You're not
right?
using that right. No, you're not using that right at all. Wow, you're definitely your mother's son, let me tell you.
All we've been told is that we're here in this room. It's very unsettling.
I'm sorry, we're trying to figure it out ourselves. Do you think I could ask you some questions?
Of course, I'm always willing to help.
Okay, where were you at the time of the murder? She's as clam as she looked on stage.
Why clam? Why have you been obsessing over clams today?
I feel like Apollo just can't pronounce calm right. Genuinely thinks it's pronounced clam because he doesn't understand where the L could be otherwise.
Aurora Borealis at this time of day.
I can't put my finger on why, but I like this Lemuror.
Steam clams.
Oh god, it's my turn.
Oh, this is the first time you've been struck with Virginian. Good luck, buddy.
I don't remember what you were
Figure it
doing.
Figure it out. I eventually I just started doing pretend Crozoan
Crozoan.
from Dinosaur Planet. Is it the language from the Dinosaur Planet people? Is that called Crozoan?
Bibbidi
You can do
boppy.
whatever you. Are you a Swedish chef? Is that what you're doing?
No, but sure.
We're far to Oregon.
What is it, Marchie? What? Well, you'd be alone.
That's pretty good.
What seems to be the problem?
Marchie, he's not good around strangers. He wishes to go out for a breath of fresh air.
Where there's more strangers?
Would that be all right?
Sure, of course.
I don't think it is all right. I think they were asked to stay in this room.
He immediately goes into Lemuror's dressing room and sees the body.
Yeah, and then screams.
Very well.
Well, I mean, would anybody understand his scream?
Yeah, it's foreign. I don't understand.
Oh, dang it, that's what I should have been doing!
What is it you wish to ask about me about?
Well, it's pretty music.
It is.
This is like Zora Fountain energy.
Yeah, this is definitely water level in an RPG for sure.
The Republic of Virginia. That's in Northern Europe, right? Oh, Northern Europe, okay.
I've never even heard of it.
I started out singing in a restaurant. Then a producer called me. Before I knew it, here I am.
You don't say. You know, my daddy plays piano in a restaurant.
Trucy, don't lie.
Do you know my daddy?
Producers tend to look for talent, Trucy. Your dad sucks. Lemuror, you're not from Virginia originally. Were you born here?
Well,
Oh, is that supposed to be a secret? I'm gonna tell everybody now. I'm gonna make a lot of money off of this.
Image is everything when you're a star. I know a bit about that, of course.
yes, it is something like this. A contract, you might say.
A contract? And she's wearing the blue. Is she a Velvet Room attendant?
Her eyes aren't yellow. She can't be. She's Igor, confirmed.
That's because she's wearing a veil. You can't see her eye color.
No, she's Igor. The veil's covering his nose.
Takes it off and it's just like... Bring.
Listen, Darian, it's already implied. It's already implied. There's a precedent set.
I am also not to speak anything but Virginian in public.
I'm sorry, that was not a very good Igor impression.
It's as good as my Shrek, I'll tell you that.
It's not as good as your Shrek.
Yeah, my Shrek is fantastic.
Image is important, I guess.
She's not all image, though. Her songs are lovely. A real landscape painter in sound.
A painter and what? That's not how words work, Trucy.
She travels the world, turning the sights she sees into music. That's the secret to your music beauty.
She's actually a witch. That she's actually turning everything she sees into sound.
That's fun. An audiomancer? That's like a fun character.
I guess, but that implies that they can have control over what comes out of sound. I mean, it just directly puts it into sound.
Oh, yeah. So it's like somebody that has what is it when you can do like multiple senses together or they're combined?
Kinda, but the sense, instead of you input the sense of sight, but then when you output, you don't
sound.
output it for you to hear, but for everybody to hear.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like it's like a superpower based on that condition that people have.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be a cool superpower.
I don't know if that'd be a superpower, but
It could be. It could be.
You're very perceptive.
Oh, I use your songs all the time in my stage act.
Trucy, did you ask her?
I know.
Did you get
I
rights
was
to?
gonna say, did you get the rights to play her music in your acts? Because otherwise, you're just admitting copyright fraud.
Trucy! Your dad's a lawyer, or was a lawyer.
Influencing queen, Trucy Wright, top influencer, iconic. We wish we were her.
I didn't think it was gonna go in that direction.
She'd play Lost Woods in the middle of her show, and nobody would complain about it. I don't have to pay royalties for that, do I?
Stop while you're ahead, Trucy.
Lemurar's like, listen, this is for my lawyers to handle. I don't.
I'll tell my lawyer later. I'm not saying anything on it.
Yeah. It's
Oh
like,
crap! My lawyer was my interpreter / producer.
This landscape painter and sound, too, is an image. Yeah, without it, my songs would not be so wildly heard.
They even call you the siren of the ballad, right?
Crap. Sing for me, my siren of music.
Yes, in Virginian. Oh, that's the first official Virginian word we know then. That's what Virginian sounds like. Lammeror, 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 lammeror,
Lammer, 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 lammer.
Lammeror, and lammeror, and lammer, lammeror, lammer, lammer. You have to keep going. You have to keep going. Yeah, you were the baseline.
Okay.
In Virginian,
Yes, in Virginia, Lammeror means the siren. I feel that perhaps I am not the siren I once was.
When you say it means the siren, do you mean it means like the siren, like the things that call people to their death, or do you mean it means the siren like the blaring sound on an ambulance? Because those both kind of work here, and they wouldn't
work here,
translate
actually.
identically, most likely.
I 100% would not, because at least they don't in my native language.
I don't. It's not common for two languages to share essentially homonyms.
I thought phoneme was the correct term for it, but I think you're right. Homophones? I think
Homophones.
they're homophones.
Heterophones.
Homophones, because homo means same, and then phone means sound.
Oh, so heterophones are two words that don't sound the same.
Almost every single other word in the English language is a heterophone. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Everyone has heterophones. Game with your freaking in your language.
No, I didn't install it. Your pianist, Machi, was it? He's cute, like a porcelain doll.
Trucy, he's
Also
actually
14
a
years
fine
old.
age
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah. They're allowed.
He's very European.
Are you saying he's gay, Apollo?
I mean, I don't know what that means. He's very European.
I don't know what that means,
That's an
right?
entire continent.
Gay or European. I met him while. I'm sorry. I forget that I committed to a very wacky sound.
I met him while singing in restaurants in Virginia. He is an orphan, yet his playing is
Exquisite.
soon he came to live with me.
As lovers?
No. Wee-woo.
That's why I'm known as a siren.
Yeah, because every like in her neighborhood, the police have to come literally every night. Just be like, ma'am, are you engaged? No, okay. This time you're fine. We'll be back tomorrow.
It's like a fairy tale. Almost.
I notice he hardly leaves your side.
Yes, well, he is blind. At first, I hesitated at dragging him across the world.
Does he know he's across the world?
Yeah, right. She's like, "Hurry, and he's like, "Oh, okay. You're just going down the street. And we're just gonna take a nap until we get there." Suddenly, he's in Bronx.
He doesn't know that.
Yeah, you wouldn't know.
He doesn't speak English either, does he?
He had never left Virginia before we met. I made his presence part of my contract. Marty and I together are Lammerauer, together always.
You're sounding more and more sketchy.
Terrible. I hate this timeline.
Me too.
Mr. Latos was my new manager.
New?
Yes, from 3 months ago. Around when I received Mr. Gavin's invitation to come.
Come.
Guardian.
Uh,
Thank you.
You're welcome. That was for all my stream that they play Ace Attorney games heads out there.
I mean, it's just Kingdom Hearts fans.
Yeah, it could be.
Come, Guardian.
It's a command.
I met Mr. Latos at my office. He was to be my manager and bodyguard. And as it turned out, my interpreter.
And my lawyer.
And my lover.
No, he's too old for that.
Terrible.
It wouldn't fit my image.
Yeah, they want their image is that she's into nubile, young.
Her
underage.
image is she's into whatever causes the sirens to go off.
Wee-woo.
Interpreter.
Arson.
Even though you speak English. No, arson is actually legal in Virginia.
Oh, sorry. My condolences and apologies to all the Virginians out there for the harm that I may have caused by that assumption.
No, there goes all our Virginian viewers.
I do. I'll make a ukulele based apology video later.
Are you gonna sing
Yes,
Somewhere
but-
Over the Rainbow?
I gotta be careful though, because then I'm gonna like anger the Hawaiian viewer base that we have. Like it's just
Don't
like a
they like that
circle of
song?
offending people. I mean, they can, but like also assuming that they, as a general group of people, like this one song, but on principle, seems also very
Fair.
offensive.
You're the one that's saying they'll get offended by you playing it. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't like I was just doing an apology video with a ukulele. You're the one that brought up Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
it's the only ukulele song I know.
Oh, that's fair. I know a ton of ukulele songs. I was learning how to play the uke. That's how we call it in the industry.
Oh, I'm really good at
They-
playing the uke. Are you talking about Crystal Chronicles?
Yeah. The full name for the race is the ukeleles. But you know, they just shortened it to ooks. That's how you pronounce that, by the way, in Hawaiian. I don't know if you knew that.
Ukulele?
Ukelele.
Ukulele. Okay.
Yeah, ukelele.
Yes, but we were to visit more places than just here. We had a concert in Japan scheduled after this one.
So we're not in Japan.
Yeah, no,
And
they said before we're in
and-
America.
Yeah, but also he just implied that he knows where America is, implying that
He knows where his country is.
I would have
you-
said
You know how many Americans probably don't actually know where America is? Like,
you're not wrong. 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 If somebody asked me to draw the line around America, I don't think I could. Like separating like Canada from Mexico.
like the
and stuff.
exact line? No, but there's weird squiggly
like,
spots.
I don't. Yeah, but I'm saying like I don't even know where Mexico begins.
I don't
Like, 'cause
know
it's
exactly
not.
now.
It's exactly right. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like a lot of other countries they take more pride in that. Like this is the shape of our country.
Though I fear that may have to be cancelled now.
Was Mr. Latouche from the Republic of Virginia too?
Well, he was only with me for 3 months. I'm afraid there is much I do not know about him.
Like that he's dead?
You definitely didn't know that. And now I shall
Wait.
never know.
So did she know? I thought they're not telling her.
I guess that she knows.
No one will even tell me why he has died.
I'm sorry. Prosecutor Gavin said we weren't to talk to anyone.
Mr. Latos was a talented man. The siren of the ballad. The phrase was his idea, you know. I'm happy for him that it has become so well known.
The siren. That's what he meant.
Huh?
Apollo.
You're the siren, right, Lamoror? He just said
That
you're the
is-
siren, right? The siren?
Lamoror means the siren.
That is the meaning of my name in Virginia, yes. It was the name my producer gave me, but why do you ask?
It's very important. I had to know for sure if the siren was you. We've been over this.
What do you mean, important?
I'll tell you.
I'll tell. Oh, you'll tell me.
Yeah, I'll tell you, even though I was told not to tell you. You deserve to know. I mean, she does.
Oh, she does, but like I don't know if that's your place to decide that.
I don't think you legally. Again, I don't think if you witnessed a crime, as far as I'm aware at this point, you're not legally bound to tell or not tell people.
Yeah, because it's everything you say or do can be held against you.
But you're not the defendant, so it's not.
Yeah, but like saying like even in that situation, right? Like it's like you're not limited from saying things.
Yeah,
You're
though if you're the
being-
defendant, then you shouldn't be saying things. But
Yeah, you shouldn't be saying things, but
But
you're not limited.
he's
to-
not.
to-
Apollo's just a
yeah.
witness, and
Like it's not illegal for you to talk about it. It's just like it can and will be used against you. Like it is your choice. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
I just say they can tell Apollo not to tell her, but he ultimately
just
they
like as a
can't legally
formality.
punish him for doing it.
Yeah, it's like can you just be a chill dude and not do this,
Like,
please? Like
the
there's
most-
no reason why you're.
The most Gavin can do in response is decide not to tell him stuff anymore.
Yeah, like
And be like, I don't
henceforth,
trust you.
know, yeah, you've broken my trust. I'm not disclosing any more information with you.
Yeah. They broke my trust. I don't want to date you anymore.
I mean, they definitely do have a will they, won't they? Mostly a won't they.
I feel like it's been more strongly implied than Nick and Edgeworth were off the bat.
I feel like they're both just like being mean to each other though. Like there's like I haven't once been like, oh, they're like cute.
There was
It's like,
times
oh, they're
in
just,
court
like-
where Apollo was like, "Oh wow, look at him look at him standing there like that."
yeah, but I'm saying to each other, right? Like all Apollo's done is like been sassy, and all of
He's been sassy to everybody.
Clavier's
like,
been is like
This entire night, he's
pejorative.
just kind of been a dick to everybody. So
He really has been. He really has been. I'm just saying, when I met my partner, I don't think I was like. I mean, I am like Clavier and Apollo now. Like my partner and I are constantly just belittling each other for fun.
Well, maybe their
relationship
is going in reverse, and so
Benjamin Button of relationships. I feel like you have to get to that point.
Siren. It turns out that's a very important word in this case.
How?
When we found Mr. Latouche, he was still alive.
What?
Yeah, I watched him bleed out for like 10 minutes and did nothing.
Terrible. Yeah, can you... Oh, God. I would never admit to that.
I heard him say something. His last words. I think. I don't know. I started tuning him out for that next 9 minutes.
Yeah, I just had the hamster dance playing in my brain on loop.
Mr. Latouche. Can you hear me?
That's you.
Oh, was I him?
You voiced Latouche.
Witness. Hang
See,
in
you
there,
remember the voice you
Mr.
gave him?
Latouche. Tell me, who is the witness? The witness is Siren.
He said siren? Really?
I think so. I stopped listening after that. It might have been a longer word. I was the only one to hear it, but I'm sure that's what he said. He actually said siren.
Siren. Yeah, it could have been ran Mamma Mia.
Mr. Latouche said that. Ask the witness.
And you're the siren, Lemurar. Did you see what happened? Lemurar?
May I ask, are you with the police?
Eh? Well, no, I'm a defense attorney.
An attorney? Yet there have been no arrest, yes?
Yet? Is that a problem?
Does an attorney not work for a client? If you have no client, you should leave the investigation to the police, I think.
And who are you, my mom? I mean, you're old enough to be here, but you're kind of hot.
But Lemurar, I am sorry, but I cannot answer your questions. I'm afraid you lack the authority to ask them. Your stat wasn't high enough.
Why?
You need to be a badass to be able to ask her questions. Is that the courage stat? Is badass the highest one?
Yeah, because you had to be a badass to converse with Fuka.
Yeah. Listen, Fuka, iconically terrifying individual to interact with.
No, it's purely because of her cooking.
Yeah.
You had to be a badass to be willing to try her cooking, which is hilarious to me.
It's bad.
I mean, I guess it's a good thing that wasn't the first character I was gated out of by having a max social stat, because being gated out by max social stat is the first thing that got me interested in the person I dated. So,
yeah,
it felt like a challenge. I don't know.
Yeah, listen. When you complete Fuka, you'll see some of the weird stuff that she makes. It's incredible how badly she is at cooking.
Well, I mean, I ranked 10 to her, so.
Oh, you did already? Yeah. No, there's some foul things. It's like, how did you create that, man? We were both making the exact same thing. Like, why is yours both crunchy and slimy? We're making like spinach rolls. Like, what?
If she witnessed the crime, why won't she tell us?
I believe we are through here.
I believe so. Ass.
Yeah, that's kind of a dick move.
You're
just trying to help.
Everything in it? Yeah, we have everything in here. There's nothing new.
Like, I hate that Agua Taco moment where you're just trying to help,
Oops, I didn't mean to do that.
but a
Awkward.
fake Borginian person is being a jerk.
Would you mind taking a look at this, Lamoror?
I'm sorry, I'm not sure what to say. I wish I could help you.
Don't worry about it. Certainly one of the most pleasant refusals I've had. Usually they have something for the attorney's badge. Fine. Screw you. Literally. I guess we go back into the murder room?
Maybe.
No. I guess go back to the stage. I don't know how to leave the concert venue. No? Where do we...
Do we have to show her something? We never showed her anything.
I showed her the badge.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, we didn't show her anything
I figured,
that could be relevant.
I figured
to
if
the
she didn't
case.
react to the badge, she wasn't going to react to anything. This?
Yeah, we could show her that.
Dang it! That's not the button I think it is. That reminds me. Does this brooch look familiar to you?
Leaving the room and coming back. Like we went back to the stage, we went outside.
Just wandered everywhere in the Well, we didn't go
Yeah.
outside. We could have get outside. We wandered
Yeah,
everywhere
so we went
throughout.
outside the room. Yeah.
We wandered everywhere out in through the building. Couldn't find the exit. Just came back and like that reminds me.
That reminds me. Hey, is this yours?
My brooch, yes, well, it may be mine.
Yours, Lamoror?
I was wearing a brooch earlier, you see. I must have lost it.
Well, we found it at the scene of the crime, which is a dressing room. So it's not that odd.
Your fingerprints were all over the crime scene. It's like, yeah, it's my bedroom. Why wouldn't it be? Well, that explains the brooch we found. It was Lamorar's.
Thank you. I was wondering where I dropped it.
So this brooch belongs to her. That begs a question. How will we
Is
brooch this
something wrong?
question?
How will we brooch the question?
Is something wrong, Apollo?
What was this brooch doing at the crime scene, which is her dressing room?
Yeah, it's literally her dressing room. It would be the most logical place for it to be. It fell off while she was trying to leave.
While she was
to go
dressing.
perform
Or rooming.
room.
Let's,
Oh
maybe
my
if
God,
we
her rooming.
tell us what we want to know.
Yeah.
Bruh! What did you do it? Where is he?
He's next door. What do you mean? Oh, my apologies. My apologies. I just got into character.
I tried showing her the thing saying the sign saying that we wouldn't talk to anybody.
Is there more conversation that opened up by doing that?
No, I checked. Okay, that's everything. It was just the brooch, and yeah, there's none.
Okay.
I checked. But maybe we did have to show it to her. Yeah, we had to show it to her.
I love Ace Attorney.
Whoa, who's there now?
It's you. Where were you?
Not at the crime scene. I can tell you that. Emma! Is something wrong? She looks grumpier than usual.
You bet something's wrong. The impossible's happened.
The victim came back to life?
Well, the second impossible thing.
The victim
it's all
died
your
again?
fault, you know. Third impossible thing.
Maybe this is about us leaving the crime scene.
What do you mean by impossible? Well, it's gone. Utterly gone. What's gone? The body's stupid. What else?
So I was
Oh,
right
so-
about the first thing. Came back to life.
I was accidentally right with the bit that I did in Lamorar's room. When he held the gun, I said, "Where is he?" I was just quoting the Batman because like that's like the iconic. Where is she? You know what I'm talking about?
I guess I haven't watched Batman.
No, it's the Batman versus Superman.
I haven't watched
He's
Batman.
like Yeah, Batman is like holding Superman at trident point. I think. I don't know. It's weird. And he goes, "Where is she?"
I mean,
think.
I'd question Batman having a trident, but I don't know much about Batman, so maybe he has a trident.
Yeah, I don't know. This is Go Gadget Batman trident. Eh? Mr. Latusa's body has disappeared. Sus. What? Somebody press the button.
Somebody was trying to pick up the furniture next to his body. It actually picked him up. Animal Crossing.
Can you do
like,
that? I was gonna say, can you do that in Among Us?
You can't pick up bodies or stuff.
You can't move
Among
bodies
Us.
in Among Us.
No, you can't move anything.
Ugh, missed opportunity.
I was making an
'Cause then
Animal
as
Crossing
imposter,
reference.
you could do so much if you could move the body.
Yeah, but that would kind of make the game a little too ridiculous.
Yeah, because it could be like, well, a body was discovered in the vents or whatever. I've never played.
And then they
Among
can't go
Us,
in the
but,
vents. Like,
Yeah,
you can just put it.
I don't know.
There's, you can make it so nobody can ever find the body if you were,
yeah.
especially if you had 2 players. Prosecutor Gavin.
From your vacant stare, I gather you've had the news.
I heard Mr. Latouse's body has gone stolen. Missing.
Look for yourself. Quite the pickle. Quite the pickle.
Pickle Rick!
Don't you mean Rickle, the Pokemon?
How can you just stand there? We have to start the There's no need to alarm, Fraulein Detective. Huh? All entrances and exits have been sealed. The body will not leave the building. So I suggest we go find ourselves a cadaver. There'll be plenty of time to wonder the whys later.
Well, you seem pretty sure of yourself, Mr. Gavin.
Oh, we'll find him. I'm rather enjoying this.
How could Mr. Latouse's body just disappear?
Well, you heard the man.
Is it in your panties, Trucy?
No, but it's in my panties, Airforehead. Care to look?
No thank you. I've already looked there.
That's so arrow of him. That's so ace. That's so ace. That's why is that why it's called Ace Attorney? Because of Paula's ace.
You like, I literally just watched that joke in a thing I watched today. So
Oh God!
about the
I
ace
came
and
up
ace
with
attorney.
it. That's
Independently.
original content.
Independently, yeah, you came up with the same joke.
I don't consume the same content you do, so
Oh,
like
crap.
I wouldn't have known.
I don't think.
Let's get searching.
Hey, I don't know if this is exactly the right time, but I found a body in the other room.
The exits have been unsealed. Yes, Diane.
I had to use the bathroom, and I left the building, and now there's a door open.
I had to use the bathroom, so I accidentally flushed a cadaver.
See, Geeter's gone missing. It was in the dressing room.
Who's Geeter? Who's Geeter?
Alligator. My pet alligator.
That's so good. That's so good.
That's what I call my guitar. You like, man?
That's worse. Darian, that's worse.
Your guitar was stolen.
This hasn't been a good day for guitars or Geeters.
Okay, body first, then guitar. And if someone finds a guitar, please bring it to our dressing room.
Now I really want to get a pet alligator. Just for the pun. Like, no other reason.
Just to name it Allie.
Just to name him Allie.
Yeah. Oh, it's my pet alligator, Allie.
Well, like I'll just be like, "Hey, Geeter's gone missing," and they'll be like, "Who's Geeter?" I'm like, Alligator, my alligator." They'd be like thinking that's hilarious. I'm like, "Yeah, but really, my alligator's gone missing."
So be careful. Don't stick your hand into any locations that you're not sure there's not going to be an alligator there. And good luck. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't go anywhere that you don't want to be eaten by an alligator at.
Yeah.
Geeter's like a missing person, not a lost and found man. Spearing act.
Well, this is your, what do you call it? A sausage?
Emma, are you an idiot?
Yeah, has she never heard of something being called a pickle before?
Yeah.
We're kind of in a pickle. Why did she? No, it's a pickle. It's your pickle. I told you to stay in the room!
Listen, you thought it was a sausage. Mic drop, leave.
Trucy stays in the room. She's like, that actually wasn't that clever. I'm sorry.
Sorry. How much else I can say?
It's all right. Top priority now is finding that body. You can make it up to me later.
I can get you a new body.
10 backs or so of chocolate snack goo should do the trick nicely.
Oh, I think there's that much on the floor right now. I can just pick it up.
Yeah, all the katunks.
You should watch your sugar intake, Emma.
What if the snackoos are like sugar free?
I don't think they make sugar-free snackoos.
Bold of you.
I think they're made out of sugar.
Well, if they're based off of the real thing, they're not. They're made out of like
Brown
wheat.
sugar.
They have a brown sugar coating, but you can always use like sucralose or like agave or something. Like a sugar substitute. Does something seem different to you, Apollo?
Something is definitely different here.
Let's check it out. Did they elevate the pedestal? Is that what it is?
Yeah, this definitely. I was like staring at it. I was like, there is something different. I was trying to mentally process it myself.
Yeah, they elevated the pedestal from the performance. It's probably where the body is. The stage must have been lower before.
That's the tower that Lamroar and Prosecutor Gavin were singing on.
Someone must have raised it. I don't see a way to control it from here. Apollo, what about that ladder there against the wall?
That's a step ladder.
What are you doing, step ladder?
Okay, that's the stream. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for watching. I'll see myself.
We won't have any more episodes. I'm sorry. We're done.
Inheritance is mysteriously going to not appear in any more future streams.
But we can't. We did find a replacement body for Emma, so.
Yeah, thank you. I'd hope you know where I was going with that. Also, it's weird that I said thank you for theoretically murdering me. That's literally
no. I'm going for a manslaughter charge.
Oh yeah. It's aggravated assault.
Yeah, it was a justified self-defense.
Yeah,
against that
like,
joke.
I came at you with a bad joke. You came at me with a knife. I came at you with an empty gun. Then I got into a car. You know how it normally is. How it normally goes.
So we can't take other people's bits.
Listen,
I mean, it's
I'm
not
only
a bit,
taking.
but it's.
Yeah, I'm taking content that you've shared with me in real. This is just. It's become a you and I bit. Like this is personal.
Trucy, say the line.
Take a look up top. Vicky said to take a look up top.
Maybe we should get Emma.
What are you talking about? We have to see this sort of thing for ourselves.
I'm not so good with heights.
Stop whining and start climbing.
Irk.
That's literally so me. I'm terrified of heights.
I thought it was deep open water.
I'm terrified of anywhere that I don't have autonomy over my body. State of being.
Outer space?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like I'm like literally
Being buried
it's gonna-
underground?
Yeah, of course. You don't think that's scary?
I've never done it.
You have to try it. It's all the rage in France.
Try it someday.
Yeah. Like literally it's gonna sound silly, or it might not. It might just be how everybody else thinks, but I think most people feel silly. If I think too hard about how high I am right now because I'm on the second floor of a building, I get scared.
Fair.
Like I sleep in my attic, and if I think too hard that I'm up 3 stories, like I get scared. I'm like, no.
If it makes you feel any better, most of the time when I drive under a bridge in the car, I have the intrusive thought of the bridge collapsing right when I drive under it.
Oh, that's fun.
It's really not fun.
No. Yeah, but I hear the opposite. I hear like
No,
when I'm driving over a bridge, like I have this intrusive thought of the bridge
No,
collapsing.
I make a mental note of how much traffic is on the bridge and how much would be falling on me. Like, it's especially bad if there's like a train up there, because I'm like that. I mean, realistically, if the bridge collapsed on me, I'd be dead either way, so it wouldn't matter if there's a train on there. But I'm just like, that's a whole extra bunch of stuff.
Yeah. Like Outcry is terrified of being stuck in between 2 trains. Like, you know, when
Like
the trains have,
the trains
they
coming
close
at
the-
each other.
No.
They're
Like
very
when the trains
specific.
come down, you know that there's a small gap between the two that a car or two can fit in.
You mean on
because like
the gates?
yeah, when the gates come down. Yeah.
Crossing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually
There
they
is enough
don't.
space-
Usually they don't. They only cover the side they only cover the side of incoming traffic.
Yeah. But that's
So
what
if
I'm
you got
saying, like,
stuck there, you could keep going.
yeah, Outcry's terrified every time we go past train tracks that it's gonna come down on both sides and that he's gonna be stuck in between 2 trains.
Has he
I'm
like?
yeah, that's fine.
Has he
Even if you
Has he watched too much Serious Unfortunate Events or something?
maybe or just made too many spaghetti westerns growing up. I don't know.
You get out of the car anyway. Just run away.
Listen, I
Like,
don't know.
that sucks for your car, but like,
yeah,
you're not gonna
that's what I'm
die.
saying. Even then, when you're in that space between the gates, like there's enough space for a car to exist without the trains touching it.
And
you know what I
even if
mean?
you somehow broke down on the tracks, you can get out of your car and run. Plus,
Yeah, exactly.
trains have brakes.
Yeah. And most trains in residential areas are not going particularly fast.
And again, they have brakes and they have somebody watch it. They can hit the brakes.
Yeah.
If that wasn't a thing they could do, trains would hit things a lot more often.
Yeah, can you imagine?
Like a deer can get on the train tracks, and the train could do nothing if it had no brakes. Like,
It's just like that whole like I can picture it in my head just like the intense music playing and the deer's just looking at the train and the train's just looking at the deer and everybody's like no and the train's going like 5 miles an hour and it's just like slowly and then the train bumps into him.
I have recently, a couple times now on Twitter, seen a video go around of somebody texting while operating a train, and it ended up hitting a stop train in front of them.
What are the odds? That's terrible.
I mean, it was
Like-
pretty bad. It was a passenger train, so it was pretty bad. the
Yeah,
video.
I know, but I'm like, it's crazy. Like you have one job, and it's to make sure that there's nothing in front of you. That's it. That's all you have to do.
One of the easiest
Like, you don't have to-
jobs.
I mean, I'm sure it's not that easy, but I'm saying that the principle of like, is there a vehicle in front of me? Great. Okay, stop. Like you don't have to like when you're driving a car, you have to like check your sides, check your back, check the sides of your back.
Yeah,
check
you're
the
on
sides of
a
your front.
rail that is already a predetermined path. You don't have to steer.
You literally just look in front of you. That's all you have to do, and then obviously operate the machinery, which I'm sure is complicated. But
A lot of it does. It's not. I mean, it's complicated. It's not that complicated. It's not.
yeah,
like,
it's not rocket surgery. It's not rocket surgery.
I would be very surprised if it's any more complicated than driving a car.
Probably not.
Probably less. There's no reason to make it more complicated than it needs to be.
I'm just not trying to alienate all our train employees, all our train heads.
Well, I'm sure older trains also were way more complicated than like modern ones. And this was like a subway train, so like.
Yeah. It's like elevators, right? Like originally, elevators needed to be operated by professionals because they were that complex, but like then they invented like a simpler one. And then the trains did the elevator operators did a strike against it because they were losing their jobs. It's like,
that's the progression of technology.
Yeah,
it's a thing we're seeing with like artificial intelligence now, but like that's also it's the transitional periods that suck for this stuff because it's people having work displaced and not having a place to go. But like if we didn't have technology progress, then it suck also.
Yeah, it all sucks. There's not a win.
Like obviously the end goal is to have as much automated as possible so humans have to work less. But that involves an entire societal change, economical change, like how our system of economy works if most people aren't working. And the transitionary period is absolutely awful. So, but that's a whole different thing. Yeah. Trains. I don't know.
Let's go find a dead body.
Didn't really look that high from below, really. When we got to the top, I felt like every one of those 15 feet down. I felt every one of those 15 feet down.
I get the energy of the statement.
The 15 feet down, like, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I felt them down? What? Of course, I wasn't thinking about the height anymore. Now after what we found up there. We found two things we were looking for, and one thing we never expected to find. Any guesses?
The dead body and maybe the little blind boy is also dead.
Okay, what's the third thing?
Two things we were looking for, and one thing we never expected to find. The one thing we never expected to find is the Geeter.
Okay. We weren't looking for that?
We weren't expected to find the dead body of the boy, and we were looking for the guitar and the other dead body that we confirmed.
Wow, you played this case before?
Oh, look at me. Look at me.
The body, the guitar in hand, and the pianist, Machi Tabai. Look at those heels.
There's some very nice little heels. A little dapper gentleman.
I think they're Heelys.
Could you imagine old, like, French Renaissance Heelys?
Well, I mean, there had to have been back then, right?
Marie Antoinette just, like, cruising down the hallways, eating her brioche.
You mean her cake?
That's for all my French history heads out there.
Wow, that concert.
Let them eat cake was actually let them eat brioche. Just for the record.
Wow, that concert last night sure went south in a hurry.
Listen, that's like my favorite. Go ahead. It's my favorite piece of like history. Is how translation, because like obviously, no, like obviously, not to dox myself, but we all know that mainly my profession is based off of language, keeping it vague. I'm sure I've already said on stream what I do, but so the history of language is very interesting to me, and specifically in situations like that too, because like literally just because somebody translated it to let them eat cake, suddenly everybody's like, "Oh, that's weird. That's suspicious. Like, why would she like? Did she really think that the regular everyday workers get to eat cake all the time?" And it's like, no, she said let them eat brioche. Like she thought that they didn't have one kind of bread, not all kinds of bread. That makes more sense. That's like saying, yeah, we're out of we're out of hoagies. It's like, oh, then just use a hot dog bun. Like that's literally, it's
Yeah.
literally the same thing. It's literally the same thing.
Yeah. Well,
So,
you
like,
know what they
I'm-
say. If all pork chops are perfect.
We wouldn't have hot dogs. Aww. Aww. I miss it. I gotta binge the entire series again.
I gotta watch Future eventually.
Yeah. We never finished it, but we own it.
No kidding. Oh, that's your line.
No kidding. Why did they arrest Machi? Why?
Don't look at me like it's my fault.
Oh, Machi was alive. I thought he was dead.
Well, Schrodinger's he was dead and alive at that moment.
Oh yeah, until we observed it, he
Yeah.
could have been either.
No, until we observed it, he was both. That's what Schrodinger's
yeah,
cat
yeah,
is.
yeah.
There's superposition of both states. Machi Kabai, the blind pianist. Arrested on suspicion of murdering Romaine Lettuce.
I can't believe such a cute little boy. Oh, she does have a crush. I can't believe such a cute little boy could do something so horrible.
Yeah, screw him. Okay, case over. I guess they had proof of some kind.
What proof could possibly? Whoa! I tried to read that as quickly as I could.
Prove that.
What proof? What proof could possibly? I still what? What proof could possibly prove that? There we go. What proof could possibly prove that? Morning.
P. Prosecutor Gavin.
P. It's like P. Wallaby Way Sydney. Is that what it is?
P. Sherman. Wallaby Way, Sydney.
Is that what it is?
P. Sherman 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney.
I don't know. I haven't seen Finding Nemo in decades.
Well,
at this point.
that's not an address to say P. Wallaby Way, Sydney.
I don't remember. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's
Is
P. Sherman
P.
42 Wallaby Way, Sydney.
Yeah.
Because P. Sherman is the person who is being delivered to. 42 Wallaby Way is the address, and then Sydney is the country.
Yep.
She used to put a zip code on there, right? Other countries have zip code, right? That's not just like an America
I'm
thing.
pretty sure they have a zip code in Australia. But I mean, you don't need a zip code there. There's Sydney, Australia.
one
Sydney, Australia.
Yeah, well, there's only one Wallaby Way in Sydney, Australia.
Probably. I mean, there's probably not even a Wallaby Way, to be honest.
I know, right? Oh, what a night, eh? I apologize for being so upset.
Because Wallaby Way, wouldn't that be like Elk Avenue or something? Like,
Yeah, well, Wallaby Way would also just be like a driveway into a house. Like, that's usually when it's like a way. It means like a little tiny stretch of road.
I mean, that was the dentist office, was P. Sherman 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney.
Yeah, so that's probably like, it's probably like a tiny little like dentist office, like right. No, because it's like on a main street.
Yeah, I think they were.
Like, it's like a strip. Yeah, it's like, because like they have to like push their little baggies of water into the ocean.
Across the road.
Yeah, so yeah, like I guess the way is like a strip mall area.
Did you read this one?
I already read this one. Yeah. Mr. Gavin, do you know what's going on? Why did they arrest Machi? Why? Why do you care so much?
Don't look at him like it's his fault either.
Like, she didn't interact with Machi once. It was tough for me too. We performed together that night after all, yet.
Wouldn't that give him an alibi?
Right? Yet.
The powers that say that, given the circumstance, the powers that be, say that, given the circumstances, it could only have been him.
What do you mean by the circumstances? Also, is the implication that he somehow picked up the body and that guitar and lugged them way up onto that platform?
No, the platform was lowered when we originally went.
So he climbed up there and then what? Went and raised it?
Oh, you're right. Yeah, no, you're right. Somebody had to place them there and raise the platform, because otherwise, yeah, he would have to put the bodies there, raise the platform, then come back, climb up the ladder, and then pass out.
It
that's
just
like-
seems like a stretch. Arresting him
no,
for
this
anything
is-
here?
Yeah, this is 100% a kangaroo court. Like, they're just like, oh, get it, Wallaby Way. But this is definitely just like them trying to scapegoat somebody because they don't know who did it.
They're like, he's blind. He won't know what's going on when we give him the chair
Like,
or whatever.
Hello? Hello? Burger?
It's like, this is not the bathroom. I was trying to find a way to get to that.
Lemur was invited from Virginia as an ambassador of goodwill. It is vital that this case be wrapped up swiftly.
Does it really matter, Clavier? Did you know she's not even Virginian?
That's all the powers that be want, really.
Well, those are I tried to say circumstantial. Well, those are circumstances, all right.
Those are circumstantial circumstances, all right.
But what makes Machi the only possible suspect?
Forehead. You seem to have forgotten that you're talking to the prosecutor as the enemy.
That's not how it works. Ah, right.
Yeah, we work together, bud.
I think I like this side of Prosecutor Gavin better, actually.
Oh, ooh la la. Ooh la la. Yeah.
Listen,
so that's
he likes when there's a little like.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like that
Antagonistic.
really is so ace of him. It's like he's not attracted to like Gavin just because he's like a heartthrob. He's like attracted to like Gavin's personality of him being like a little snippy. He's like, ooh, I like, because he's snippy, right?
Yeah.
Like, I get it.
He likes
See,
somebody he can butt heads with a bit.
I bet. But yeah, your theory is making more and more sense right now.
Yeah, I think he's intellectually attracted.
Yeah, pan for sure. Demisexual, is that what it is?
Demisexual is when that's when you're sexually attracted to people that you have an intellectual or emotional connection to.
Yeah.
So maybe not. I still would go with that he's ace, but
yeah.
he could still be attracted. Just it's not the physical side. It's the he likes
He's not
Clavier kind of
interested.
being a little antagonistic with him.
Yeah.
I'm not at liberty to discuss the particulars of the case, especially not with not to the defense attorney.
What did you just say? Me, the defense attorney?
That's what I came to tell you.
I came to tell you that you're defending him. Yep, that's it.
It's like,
See you tomorrow.
I didn't agree to it. Yeah. It's like,
You're the-
I didn't agree to take
You're
this case.
You're the state-appointed defender.
And that's not how it works. Like, you have to be in a pool of employees that are like, I'm not even, what? Oh, there we go.
You'd be a district attorney then.
Yeah, right? Like, you're not, like, you can't just be like a private attorney that suddenly is like, you get a phone call. It's like, hello, this is the government. You gotta go defend this guy. It's like, excuse me? What?
He's down at the detention center. He wants to request your services.
How do you know? You don't speak Virginian.
He might.
He? You mean Machi? Machi wants me?
Because it's like, well, it's like Eastern Europe, right? Virginia?
Oh, they just said Northern Europe now, so I might have been wrong.
Oh, Northern Europe. So still, that could be like Germany could be close enough that I feel like Clavier could be incentivized to speak Virginian.
I mean, not to dox myself, but I don't speak Canadian.
Wow. Wow, that's as close as you are to actually doxing yourself.
Right.
Good luck. I'm off to question la miroir.
Right. Later. I hope I'm up to this.
July 8th, detention center. Visitor's room.
Well, I just don't get it. I refuse to believe a cute little kid like that could do something so terrible.
You said that already.
Machi, everything's gonna be okay. We're here for you.
Hi. Maybe you could tell me about last night? Lamara, 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 lamara.
Lamirar, lamirar, lamirar. Huh?
Lamara, 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 lamara. That was when I realized how tough it must be to only be able to say Lamaror. A little kid like this. In a country so far from everything he's ever known.
Maybe Lamirar can help?
I mean, he was asking for her a lot, I think. But didn't Prosecutor Gavin say she was with him?
Good luck. I'm off to question Lamirar. This happened literally less than a minute ago.
Not in their time. It was probably like half an hour ago. Like, I don't know.
Well, what are we gonna do?
That's a good question. Can't think of anything we can do but go with this. And hope for the best at the trial tomorrow. Lamour, 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 Lamour.
Ooh, that got melodic towards the end there.
Cool, we actually reached the trial.
Woo! So proud of us. Lamirror, 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 Lamirror. Lamirror.
July 9th, 10 a.m. District Court,
Lamirror.
courtroom number 3.
Is it always courtroom number 3?
No. But plot for case for a 5th game, so
It's a spoiler that
there is a spoiler that I can't say regarding courtroom numbers. So.
Oh, weird. Okay. I guess we'll see that in about a year's time. Everybody strap
Oh, come
in.
on. We're in the second to last case of this one.
We'll see. We'll see.
Court is now in session for. How do I say that?
Mhm. The Pixie of the Arpeggio. Ooh. Machitabai, Your Honor. The Pixie of the Arpeggio.
Right, his trial. Court is in session.
Not even going to try to say his name. Wow.
That's so racist.
It's kind of disrespectful to the judge. He should at least attempt.
Yeah, no, like if I was Apollo, I would like request a different judge. I'd be like, nah, I feel like he's gonna have a bias against him.
Yeah, I think you have grounds already for a mistrial, but legally you
Yeah.
can't file for a mistrial until after the trial.
Yeah.
So he still would have to go through the whole rigmarole, get to the end, and then
yeah.
be like,
At
this-
that point, I would just like, I would try to like subversively coax him into just being ruder to him. Then just to like have more evidence.
I think that would be against you. So
Yeah, but like I wouldn't get caught. I'm too good at that.
the defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution is okay, Judge.
Very well, Prosecutor Gavin.
My opening statement, yeah?
No, actually, there was something else I wanted to ask you about.
Yes.
Say you're going to visit someone in the hospital with an incurable disease.
Excuse
What
me.
do you say to them?
Are you trying to hit on Phoenix? What's going on?
What, are you trying to say he has an incurable disease?
Yeah, is that he cares too much? No, the judge would think that for falsifying evidence is a disease.
I mean, you wouldn't say get well soon, right?
Yeah, you wouldn't. Now that I think about it.
God, this
It's
is dark.
incurable. It's incurable. Yeah.
You'd only be kicking them while they're down.
Yeah, you're not wrong. This is a good question, Judge. I'm invested.
He just did a whole bunch of pot right before. Like, this is not related to anything. He's just
man,
super
what-
high, and he just sudden thoughts.
What would you even say to them, man? Like, ugh. It'd be weird, right? You gotta be like, oh, that sucks to suck, am I right?
Oh, that's rough, buddy.
That's rough, buddy. Prince Zuko at it again. Lifesaver. He's literally so mean.
What are you
That's what they
talking
say
about?
Actually, I'm going to visit someone who is terminally ill. Right after this trial, the Chief Justice's son.
Wow. Why is this relevant? This is dark.
Wait, who's the chief
Who is the Chief
Chief
Justice?
Justice. I don't think we
I
know
would
who the
look it up, but I'm
Chief
sure, like,
Justice
that's a
is.
spoiler, yeah.
I don't think we know who the Chief Justice is.
Why is this
Because
relevant
Gant
to
was
this
the police
case?
chief, and Lana Sky was the chief prosecutor. Chief Justice, I don't think we know. I mean, Great Ace Attorney kind of was the Chief Justice, Big Bad.
Yeah.
But the Chief Justice...
His son is afflicted with the most terrible disease. He doesn't have long, it seems.
Ah!
So I thought I'd go pay him a visit.
Can we talk about this after the case?
I thought saying
starts?
something
Like,
moving might be the order of the day.
we only have 3 days to prove his innocence. Otherwise he's gonna
I
be
truly hope
killed.
this is never mentioned again. And this is just some random judge just talking about something.
Listen, part of the mistrial already. It's like pushing to
The judge was
distract the
was
case.
distracted from the trial.
Yeah, refused to like even say the person's name. Like, listen, there's a case built against it. When the group that streams it comes to this point, you gotta see if they start talking about it, because I can almost guarantee they have to. If we figured it out, they figured it out.
I mean, they're always talking about that they have grounds for mistrial literally every trial, so because they're like, this is the worst judge in history. So
Yeah. Why don't grown-ups ever just say what's on their mind instead of pretending?
she's looking at me with something like disgust. Hey, what are you looking at me like that for? Back to piss Trucy.
Pissed.
Just constantly
Oh,
angry.
You said pissed, like angry. I thought you were just saying PISS, like urine Trucy.
Oh,
It's like, why is Trucy
Piss.
pissed though?
piss Trucy.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were saying. It's like back to piss Trucy.
I thought
like,
you were
like
gonna-
you were, like calling her piss.
I thought you were gonna assume that I was doing the British, like pissed, like drunk. I was like,
Like drug? No, I thought you were talking about like it's like, oh, she smells like pee pee.
In any case, I'm a bit busy today, so let's wrap this up quickly.
Yeah,
again,
see,
mistrial.
that's
Mistrial
absolutely-
right there.
Prosecutor Gavin, your opening statement briefly.
Mistrial. You're in luck, Judge. I believe you're going to. I believe you'll be going on your hospital visit sooner than you think. First, to review the victim in this case, Romain Letousse, age 35.
I believe his name is
Hello.
Romain Ludus.
Very funny, Judge. Very funny.
Virginian names are so funny.
Quite right. Quite right. Have you ever thought of doing comedy, Judge? Just
Oh,
just like leans into it, trying to distract him.
Actually, yeah, that's what I was thinking of going into when I go see the Chief Justice's sick son later. I thought just going in and just cracking a joke about his illness.
Great. That would go over wonderfully. I assume. Do you have any material you'd like to run by first to see? You know, we could definitely tell you if it's good or not.
Oh yeah, I was gonna go into the room and be like, "Hey, I may be a Gemini, but you're a Cancer."
Oh,
God,
Judge!
I feel like I go help. Even if I'm joking about the character joking, that was bad.
That's so funny. Oh, very good. Yeah. In my country, you'd be top comedian. Like, Clavier just goes like full ethnic, just like to try to like make him even more like just like delusional. The
He's
global
like-
manager for the.
He's just like, it's like, air forehead. Don't worry, I'm gonna get this case thrown out. This judge clearly is a competent. I want like a real trial.
the global manager for Diva Songstress Lachemiro. The cause of death, blood loss due to being shot by a large caliber revolver.
I sure hope that it didn't happen during the 15 minutes I was watching him bleed out. Oh, did I say that aloud?
This report has all the details.
The court accepts this into evidence.
Estimated time of death, 9 to 9:30 p.m. Oh, I'm sorry. I was actually watching for half an hour.
Yikes.
45 caliber. That's quite large, isn't it?
You would think that, like, Apollo could literally tell them the exact time of death. He was there.
No, they know the time that was shot because a police officer, a detective, which is a police officer,
Yeah. It's a
heard
yeah.
the gunshot.
Yeah.
And
So they literally,
so we
like,
know
why is
when-
it such a window of time? Like, it's like literally.
so that means the death, since death is at earliest 9 p.m., that means the gunshot was before 9 p.m. And that means there's a half hour where they don't know when he died from bleeding out. And Apollo and her ran in right away. Like, this is, like, messed up. Aw, dog.
I got. What do you want? What do you want, ma'am? What do you want, Miss Ma'am? What do you? Oh,
A direct hit that could knock a man from his. A direct hit from that could knock a man off his feet.
oh, your breath stinks so bad. However, the bullet struck him in his shoulder. The damage to the body was slight. The death was not immediate.
Again, this is so messed up.
Yeah.
He should have been. We could have saved him.
We could have provided the medical attention necessary to possibly save him. Like, full disclosure, yes. It's not a guarantee that the people in the room had the correct skills to save a man. But, like, literally, like you said, we heard the gunshot. Like, basic police procedure
Well,
gives you first aid. Like, shove something in the hole.
I'm fairly certain that at a concert hall they would have somebody,
yeah, they would have, yeah.
paramedics or something.
And it's blood loss. It's blood loss. Shove something in the hole. Plug the hole up. There's no more blood loss.
Nope, we would just
Idiots.
talk to him the entire time.
Yeah, literally. Emma's like, what did I do? What did I do?
Well, remember, she left before we realized he was still alive.
Yeah, literally, unincorrigible. Just the worst.
Like, I don't even blame Emma for this, because Emma thought he was dead and immediately went to get help. Apollo should have done something.
Apollo should have definitely done something. Good Samaritan laws, even if he had tampered with the crime scene.
I mean,
Like-
Good Samaritan laws, you're still not legally obligated to stop anything.
Yeah, but I'm saying he wouldn't have gotten in trouble for attempting to stop something.
Unless you really screw it up. I've already learned this from a recent bar exam question. That
Ooh.
it mitigates damage that is done when you're doing like a good faith effort, that you're not doing anything too stupid. But they already gave the
Yeah.
example, like if like somebody's leg is broken and they're trying to treat it, and you have the idiot idea to try to bang the bone back into shape with in place with a hammer,
Yeah.
you would not be covered by the
Yeah.
Good Samaritan law. Because
Yeah, you would have to like know that what you're doing is it's
so
it's
like
it would make sense. Like, it would be logical.
while I consider it kind of common sense to know to plug a wound or something like that or stop the
Yeah.
blood loss, I could see a person not knowing that. But the issue is he didn't get help.
Yeah. As soon as he saw that he was alive, he should have ran out and be like, "He's still alive! Somebody quick!" Yeah.
Basically.
That said, though, speaking of Good Samaritan laws, quick tangent. I learned about I have a story from Young Inheritance's life. one of my teachers in
Got
the place
shot?
that I
Oh,
lived in
sorry.
before, the place that I lived in before I lived in the country that I live in now. I'm trying to be vague. Told us a story about somebody who they knew who was a doctor, and whenever somebody was choking, he would perform tracheotomies on them instead of like doing the Heimlich or anything because of the Good Samaritan law.
And he
I'm
got
like,
they got
really?
away with it?
I don't know if it was a joke or real life, but like I've literally like I was like maybe in my early tweens. And I've never forgotten it. Like I've never forgotten that story. Later, it's like you would get a knife, cut a hole, and then stick a pen in the hole. Like they would take the writing implement out of the pen and then stick it in the hole. And then,
I
until
feel like
until
at
the
that
hospital got
point,
there.
Good Samaritan, like, because if you know how to do that, you should know. Like, a court should be able to agree. You arguably know that you don't need to do that.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the subtext is that like if you're trying to like Heimlich and nothing's coming out, right? Like that way you can ensure that they have like an open air passageway. I don't know, man. It might have just been a story that the teacher was saying to like be funny.
Okay.
Sadly, his blood loss was such that he could not be saved.
I suppose the victim's condition could have been much worse, considering.
What? He's dead!
Yeah, it doesn't get much worse than dead. Doesn't get much worse.
It doesn't get much worse than a slow death over half an hour from blood loss.
Yeah, I know why she's up on me right now.
Oh,
She wants to go OUT. Just
okay.
have to wait.
2 shots were fired. 1 shot missed, the other penetrated and passed through the victim's shoulder. Both bullets were found in the wall at the scene. Observe the diagram. This is where the bullets hit.
I see. The court accepts this evidence. If we're talking about a .45 caliber revolver, you must assume that the killer was adept at the weapon's use.
Really?
Yeah, apparently weapons that size have a powerful kickback. If, say, the judge tried to fire one, it'd break every bone in his body because he's old.
The defense will take more care of choosing examples.
I'll have you know, I go to the gun range with my .45 caliber revolver every day, and I do it while chewing dip and smoking a beer. That joke stands up for itself. No need to.
That's the joke he's
continue,
gonna make to the dying kids.
Yeah.
when he goes to visit.
As I was saying,
Even Clavier did not want to engage the joke.
the victim was shot backstage in that dressing room. The dressing room has only one entrance, this door.
What about a vent? Sorry, that does seem to be the case, yes.
I mean, there's literally a vent. That, if I remember, wasn't there like a ladder too?
There is a ladder connected to the vent, yeah, but like only imposter can vent.
No,
So
now
we don't know who-
also I think engineer can vent. Also, there's another role of a regular person that can vent.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah,
However,
yeah, but it's also like a risky thing because you get accused as the imposter.
Yeah, if you
But
vent.
it gives them a chance to try to say that they were the engineer.
Yeah, like they're engineer. And if the other person's like, no, I'm engineer.
Well,
Then-
then you pretty much win because you just do one and then the other. So,
Yeah.
however, there were witnesses who heard the gunshots.
I'm terrible at social deducting games. Like I would lose every time.
oh, I played 5 billion hours of Town of Salem. So,
Yeah. I'm so bad at them. Like if you ever want to just play a game
I-
where you're consistently going to beat me every single time.
I mean,
invite
I
me to play a
like
deduction
being
game.
the deducer more than the deducee. I didn't love lying, but
Yeah.
He's talking about you and Emma, huh? Yet when the witness entered the room, It was empty, save for the victim's body, of course.
But that's impossible!
By the size of my hyperinflated hand, exactly. The murder was impossible.
Oh, case closed then.
Oh, it's my favorite anime, Judge. All for over one person.
One person? One Piece?
Kiddo, you may well. That's it, of course. The defendant, Machi Tabai.
Only this defendant could have committed the crime. But how?
It's quite simple. The circumstances of the crime scene makes it clear.
Oh, there's gonna argue. I think only he was small enough to go through the vent.
That's fair.
I think. I have no memory of this. I'm not doing like pulling back from memory.
Yeah.
I just was trying to think how would they tie anybody to it because we were right outside the room, and I keep thinking out the vent. And yeah,
Very well, I assume you have testimony to back up this claim. Please show the witness to the stand.
I forget that the detective is always the first witness.
yeah, and usually there's no. Usually you just press everything.
Yeah.
There's usually
Your
not a
name and
contradiction.
profession, please.
Emma Sky. I'm a detective for the police department. I was on security detail at the concert forum that night.
Emma seems tired somehow. You look tired.
Don't say that. Never say that. That's
Yeah, but Apollo has no tact.
yeah. No, Apollo would say that.
Security at the concert, you say?
Some security I was. Couldn't even stop a murder.
Yeah, you did pretty bad at that.
Now, don't blame yourself. Things like this happen. People get shot and bleed out over the course of a half an hour when you're trying to get help.
As a matter of fact, I saw 3 people this weekend alone die from blood loss.
Yeah, I watched each one. I didn't tell a soul. Till now.
Oh,
I've made even bigger mistakes in my career, you know.
oh, that's not much different.
Sure, that makes her feel much better.
Yeah, I'm sure that's. I want to hear about these bigger mistakes. Little chaos goblin Trucy right over here.
Like one time there was absolutely zero evidence that this person was the killer, and I just really wanted to go home, so I just said guilty. I had a reservation. Like,
Oh, I had a reservation to the chicken kitchen.
In any case, because we were on security detail, the crime was quickly discovered. And we were able to identify the killer. You may give the court your testimony if you would. Describe the circumstances that day and your discovery of the crime, please.
Wait a minute, did he actually say... Wow. So he basically said, because your security detail crap was so average, we were able to discover the killer. A crime happened, but we were able to at least discover the killer. Like... Because, like, if she did better, as she said, maybe that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, the crime wouldn't have happened at all. Yeah.
But it's like, because you were on security detail, we at least discovered who it was.
Yeah, that's very mid. It's a very backhanded compliment. I can see why Apollo and Clavier are paired in the fandom. They're both just little assholes. Like, they're like, in what way can I insult you without you, like, catching on that I'm just being a jerk to you?
I don't know, Apollo feels like he's doing it while they catch on.
I know, Apollo's just not very good at it.
Well, that's why Apollo is attracted to Clavier, is because he really wants to learn how Clavier can do it, like, so subtly. But Clavier is attracted to Apollo because Apollo just has the gall to just say it.
Yeah. They're so me. Wow. Iconic. I ship it so hard. You're right. Man, this series is so gay.
Yeah, their way of like flirting at home is just insulting each other for like
Yeah, just who gets the better insult out.
for like
Uh,
that's their foreplay is just insulting each other for 20 minutes straight, and then that's it. They don't do anything after that. They just go
no,
to
they don't
bed.
do anything else. Then they just go to bed. Oh, the dream, the dream.